Hello? Hello, hello, hello. Hi, chat. Hello. Hello. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Good evening. How is everyone? Evil that I didn't get the cute apple. Hi. Pleasure to see you all. I'm glad you liked the fan art section. It was such a delight to make. It made me smile.
It's so cute.
Subscribe too early, no cute apple? What do you mean? Oh, that's right, because you got the founder. I'm sorry. I don't think I can turn it. Maybe I can turn it off? I don't know. I feel like I looked into that the other day and it said no. I'm so sorry. It's okay, you have the cute apple in my heart. I believe.
Father Apple, I have been depraved.
Oh, you guys can't hear the fucking text-to-speech. It just went, Father Apple, I have been deprived.
Oh.
I'll have to figure out how to give you guys text-to-speech rights. In the meantime, though, hello! Hello! So. Oh my god, Keen, thank you for the follow! So. What we're going to be doing tonight, we're having another TA night. In fact, allow me to introduce my lovely, lovely friends who will be on for TA night. Ruby, would you like to go first?
Hi. Hello. Fuck. I didn't think I'd get this far.
Oh, she's gone. She is scuttled under the furniture.
Here. I just didn't know what else to say.
Fair enough. Name and pronouns
Oh
is
my
fine.
god. No, I'm sorry.
Ruby's very, very quiet. Good to know. Let me turn you up.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Speak again?
Hi. Well, I didn't think I'd get this far.
That's okay. This is Ruby.
You know. Hello.
It sounds like she's under the couch. You do sound like you're a little muffled. Do you have noise suppression on?
I don't remember. Let me check. I do.
That'll
So
do
what
it.
happens if I turn it off? I just turned it off.
Immediately better.
Immediately
cool.
better.
Well, this is Ruby. Ruby Shadows of Valentia. Lovely artist, lovely friend of mine. One of my dearest, dearest friends. I lift her up like Simba and I show her to the chat.
I'm shy.
Next up, I believe, is Vinny.
Hi. Oh, I'm Vinny. Vinny Vinyl Dust from somewhere. I don't know. Yeah. I'm Vinny Vinyl Disc. I'm
From the
here.
city.
From the city.
Yeah, from the city.
True.
True. Next up is actually technically me, since we're going in order of presentation. Smile. Hello, I'm Lucy Synapses. I imagine a lot of you know who I am, but just for posterity's sake, hi, I'm Lucy. I'm an illustrator. I'm an art teacher. And tonight we are going to be doing a group demonstration of how we do chibis. Pronouns he, she. I'm an apple. I draw.
Wow, you just clarified how to do an introduction and you actually did one.
Maybe I should have gone first.
It is your stream.
It is my stream. I thought it would be cute if we went in order of whatever. It's fine. A little bit of scuff comes with the territory.
We got shy.
Sorry. Luka?
Hello, I'm Luka, they, them. I'm an illustrator slash animator. I am one of Lucy's good friends and I guess honorary TA. Hello.
Not
happy to be
honorary.
here.
You were the first TA.
Founding TA?
Founding
Question
TA. The progenitor.
Oh, TA stands for teacher's assistant. I got
Yes.
I got it. It was not that funny. Come on.
I think Luka and I were just kind of bouncing off each other's energy there.
It turned into like a, oh, Oh wait, and then it spiraled.
Oh my god, this is so exceptionally normal. Hi. So, what we're gonna be doing tonight is we've made a little game. All of these artists are people that are super skilled in their own ways and are absolutely not just the thing that we're about to demo, but we are, I wanted to do a demonstration of how to turn certain character designs into chibis, because that's a lot of the work that I've been doing lately. And these three are all very good chibi artists that have a lot of different strengths that I thought would be good for doing this particular demonstration. So I brought their heads together in order to be like, okay, what would be a fun way of describing this to chat? And so we made a game out of it. What we are doing is each of us has picked a character from a piece of media that all four of us are going to chibify. And when we are done, we will show each of them off to chat and talk through why we made the decisions that we made, and just where our heads are at while we are making chibi designs, with particular notes on proportion and design simplification. We all know each other's characters ahead of time. But we'll leave who is bringing what as a surprise until it happens. Oh my god, hey! Adot, thank you for the follow. Test. Yes, it speaks.
Hello.
Wait, hold on a minute.
Hi, Alex.
Wait a minute, that's Alex! I know you! I didn't recognize your handle! Hello! I know you! I point! Is the creature not opening its mouth? I'm gonna be real sad if the creature's not opening its mouth. Is a character limit? Yes. I did not want any copy pastas in there. You'll have to forgive me.
Probably for the best.
Yeah. So, for the very first character that we're going to be doing, we are going to be doing Ruby's suggestion.
Love and peace.
Love and peace. Hey guys, have you ever heard of a little video game came out pretty recently called 100 Line?
The 100 Line.
100 Line.
My favorite route love.
Oh god.
I'm scared.
He's so crunchy. He's so crunchy.
You can't escape Ato? Good.
No escape. So 100 Line is a strategy RPG, yes.
Yeah, like
It's Fire Emblem.
he's all over my timeline. Well, sorry.
Tasia in
all over
chat.
mine too,
Hi,
because
I'm
that's
new.
what I'm
Who is that guy?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Ruby, would you like to explain this character?
I can't explain this character without majorly spoiling a part of the game, but he's a cute little guy. He's like fucking 6 foot. He's quite sickly, and he because of that he doesn't really talk to people a lot. So he's very socially stunted. A lot of his dialogue is fucking cheesy. He's like one of the normal people, and his real quirk is that he fucking makes he fucking talks some cheesy shit about the power of friendship and shit.
And love and peace.
Because he doesn't talk to
Love
people.
and
Love and peace is a different thing. But well, that's that. Yeah, I guess. Too.
I smile. Yeah.
This is fun because I actually don't know anything about this game at all. I am the most uninitiated here about this guy.
Honestly, does Uchikoshi truly make this better?
No. No.
I don't know.
Wow, love in deep space. Different thing, but I appreciate you.
Beloveds.
All right. So, you guys are gonna be getting you guys are gonna be getting my feed for all of this, but I'll bring on everyone else's drawings as we finish them. You guys ready to go?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, let me
I'm
start
so excited.
the stretch timer and not the draw timer. I'm not putting you guys in the pit. I promise. Ba, 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 ba.
Time to adjust my own canvas, period. Just a little bit.
Just a smidge.
Oh, the wonders of Clip Studio Paint.
Oh, my canvas is massive. I hope you don't mind that.
Oh, no, it's okay.
I also got a massive canvas, but I don't know how much of it is how big I'm drawing. I'm just kind of fucking raw dogging it.
All right, I'm
It's a
going.
massive
You're
Save it
going.
on stream.
Let's go!
The massive canvas brothers.
The Massive Canvas Brothers. How big are your canvases?
I have mine in 4K, but I'm not using the whole space.
That
I'm
is
doing
Jesus.
I'm using like the 4K for like the whole thing.
I'm doing 2,000 by 3,000, and I am using the whole thing.
I'm 2,000 by 2,000, and I'm using the whole thing.
2,000 by 2,000 and using the whole thing. Lucy, you and I are once again.
Fuck. This cannot be. This cannot stand. Let me move my
It's-
reference out of the way so I can still see chat.
I'm so for real about doing that stupid fusion dance. Our Sonas need to become the Apple Cat.
True.
Luca, your little reactive looks like a sad cat image, like with the big soulful eyes.
Good. I am a sleepy cat, but sad is much funnier. Well, sad panda.
I just really like the soulful eyes.
Neither sad nor cat, but the energy remains.
The energy remains. God, I wish I remembered the fucking lyrics to the. I only know it is the sad cat edit.
El muchacho de
Los tristes. I love that
Are we
song.
losing chess to dogs?
AJ's hair has like a bigger tuft on the left, right?
I think so.
Yeah, it does. It's like a really, yeah, it's like a really silly detail. Did you see me
He's just
pointing it
like
out?
me. He puts his fucking glasses over his hair like a loser.
It's because there's something deeply wrong with him.
Secret third thing
There
being
is.
wrong. True. Hi, Burning Hound.
Ain't it wrong? I would check. I should find a way to have chat open so I can chat too.
I would like to note that Harley and chat just used the text-to-speech redeem to have Sapple say, "Are we losing chess to dogs?" The answer is yes.
Oh, I
Oh
love
my
losing
god,
chess
I
to
don't even
dogs.
fucking get me started.
Ruby plays
Listen,
chess
man.
for the love of the game.
Sometimes
It's a
that
funny
dog.
thing. I have not
is
even
a
touched
chess
the game,
master.
not one bit. I've exclusively been fucking digging through playthroughs and not even the whole thing. It's like whatever interests me.
I'd hope not the whole thing. It's fucking massive. What were you saying, Vinny?
Sometimes the dog is a chess master. Sometimes it's dream its whole life.
Sometimes the dog has been playing chess for over a decade and winning this particular type of chess for the same amount of time.
It's not even a
Yeah,
contest,
for what
man.
is
Doomed from the
Sorry,
start.
Kodaka really is good at queerbait chess.
Yeah.
I like that the first indecision I had when doing this was me quietly going, wait, fuck, what brush do I want to use? I have so many brushes for chibis.
I just picked the first brush that came that I had on hand.
That's my secret. I use
I
the
like
same
it.
brush for everything.
Chibis, I like using one that's like kind of more binary than the others.
There's
I
two of them? What's going on? What is occurring?
Oh, Final Fantasy.
Oh.
All I saw was Final Fantasy reference and I was like, ah,
Of course.
huh?
How could I be so foolish? It is always this. Eito, why do you dress like a fucking astronaut? I know why, but like why?
He does kind
Because
of look
there's
like an
something so
astronaut.
deeply wrong with him.
I did know this. All Ruby boys lead to this, and I say this with so much love in my heart.
Yeah.
A creature.
All routes lead to this. All routes lead to doom.
Yeah.
All rats lead to weird little gay little narrative foils.
Hey Ruby, can I bully you for a second, affectionate?
Was it gonna spoil the game?
No.
Okay.
Hey Ruby, who's your favorite Persona 5 character?
Um, uh, 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 uh. It's Squirrel Catchy, by the way.
Dog, there's two
You know,
dogs
that
that
wasn't
play
fucking
chess.
obvious.
And a chocobo that plays chess.
Yeah, I'm like a professional at losing chess to dogs at this point.
I'm excited to talk about this particular aspect of my art style that I'm drawing right now. Because I feel like I draw the legs on chibis in such a specific way.
Same. I did want to ask about the anatomy of y'all's chibis because
It's
I feel
funny,
like
I feel like I'm not very consistent on the anatomy.
That's
mine
okay.
kind of depends, but I was thinking about like specifically the way that I do like legs because I took a very specific sort of inspiration by like complete accident.
Yeah, I think I'm
Shout
gonna
out
fucking chop this thing off a little bit.
Shout out to being exposed to a YouTube cut of panty and stocking with garter belt in like middle school, and that directly affecting how I draw chibi.
That'll fucking do it. I also watched Panty and Stocking when I was in middle school. Oh, this is cute. This really is the practice round, huh? Because I have a sketch that is done and is cute and I could send, but I'm going to be lining it now.
Understandable.
I'm almost done with my lining too.
You're insane.
Holy shit.
I'm about halfway through mine, so yeah.
Reasonably, I could, like, mine could, it could be lines if I wanted to clean it up, but I'd rather just draw over it, you feel me?
Yeah.
If you're curious, I mentioned this earlier, I use the same brush for everything. That's technically not true. I use 2 brushes for everything. I have, this one that is, modeled after the one that 4 Leaf Island uses, which is custom made by them. And then, which I use for like coloring, I use it for line art, I use it for everything. And then for painting, I have this, this brush here. That is just a flat painting brush that I quite enjoy. I know the rules of chess only won once. I have never played chess ever in my life.
I used to make a like big blanket fort with my childhood best friend, and we would hang out in it and play chess. And
That's so
like
cute.
remember that really distinctly, because she had like a walk-in closet, and so we just would fill it up with like blankets and hang shit from like the like clothes rods, and we would leave like the light on because the blankets would diffuse the light, and we would spend, I shit you not, like hours in there. And that was how we spent most of our time.
How to win chess. Eat your opponent's pieces when they
Like
aren't
man.
working.
Activity.
I adore
I'm
that.
really
I'm
mad.
good at chess.
For why?
I just realized we're doing the same pose.
Are we doing the same pose?
I think mine's pretty similar
I'm not
too,
checking
actually.
stream. I'm just gonna be surprised.
I'm so mad.
The mind meld!
It'd be
I was
really funny if
thinking
I
of
was
the
also doing the
sprite.
same pose somehow.
I was thinking about the sprite.
I didn't know there was a sprite. Also, I want to shout out to chat. My friend Pan is in chat. Panikin, I can't say because my internet is crunching, but hi! The YouTubers are so cute. Thank you! It's so great to see you! Cat's in chat. How to win chess, eat your opponent's pieces when they aren't looking.
Sometimes that's just how it be, though.
That's how it is. That sure is the strategy of the dog that is winning at chess right now.
No, the dog is actually really good at playing. Don't underestimate the dog.
Can it also eat the pieces, though?
What way does a dog wear pants? No, I shit you not. This is an actual fucking. This is
a real conversation.
There's this one scene where fucking Takumi is talking to like his love interest, and he's about to ask her that.
No, Takumi is the name of the protagonist.
I was going to call him the Taiki lookalike.
That's true. That's true. They fucking ripped me off.
That is the only thing I've thought every time I've looked at that dude. It's just like, oh,
I mean, if you see my icon,
I think
And
he's
it's
the
the
Ymir
other
Fire
side.
Emblem lookalike.
I will be so honest. I did when I saw your icon for the first time because I hadn't yet seen the flood that I was about to walk into onto my Tumblr dashboard.
Oh my god.
I did think you just made a Taiki like Danganronpa sprite at it and just went, oh, okay,
Okay,
we're
it's
back
not
in the
just
mines
you.
again.
So close, 100 line. Of course,
See,
it's the same
there's a
fucking art style, so it might as well be.
There's a canon event in every artist's life where there will be a new character out there somewhere that looks exactly like one of their OCs, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, you just
Yeah,
have to
I mean,
live
it's
with it.
actually not exact. I feel like I've seen other characters that do might look closer, but it's the fashion sense that really fucking makes it weird, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I hate how many pockets this guy has.
Right? What is
Astronaut.
he doing with all those pockets?
I'm so envious of all the pockets. I could keep so many pens in there.
Dude, what a greedy hog.
Right? You should kill him.
Yeah.
Keen in chat, they should make chess pieces out of chocolate. Absolutely. There's a... Oh gosh. He's a francophone. I don't know if he's French specifically, but he's from a country
Amari,
that speaks...
the
Yeah, Amari
fucking chocolate
Gouchon.
guy?
The chocolate guy. There's this chef that makes chocolate sculptures, and they are insane looking.
I think he's Belgian. I don't know why that's sticking in my brain. I could be very wrong, but for some reason my brain's like, I thought he was Belgian.
I feel
don't know
like that
why.
is right, actually. Loon in chat, Loon Seraphlite, hello! Hello!
Loon!
Hello, hi.
Hello, fellow kids. Hello, Angel that lives in my phone. I'm gonna go now. Lucy, if you can, please send me the chibis you make later. You got it. Aye, Captain. Shout out to Loon Seraphlite, dear friend of ours. Fantastic artist, absolutely phenomenal. Angel that lives in our phone. There's violence happening. People are biting each
Normal
other.
behavior.
Many such cases.
Many such cases.
To the uninitiated, worry not, this is normal, and in fact enriches my friends' enclosures.
Yeah.
If they don't have anything to buy, they get rowdy.
If they don't have anything to bite, they take to the walls.
Oh no.
They become termites.
You become the mole man.
They become the mole man.
I'm allergic to those.
Are you?
Are you?
No, to termites.
No, I know.
Oh! I was thinking moles.
I had it.
I have never
I
seen a
wasn't
mole. I don't
thinking.
think they're real.
I don't think I've ever seen a termite.
I feel like
They're
it's...
not really seen.
Yeah, they're not really
like felt.
seen.
Let me rephrase that. I don't think I've ever experienced a termite.
This is a good thing.
This is a good thing.
It sure
Well, you
fucking
see-
is.
I don't know if you're familiar with the mold wall, but they are very correlated.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Burning Hound in chat.
That makes sense.
Burning Hound in chat. I just realized that you're
Still
drawing
on
the
the
white-haired
sketch.
character from...
Sure.
Burning Hound, yes, we are drawing the white-haired character from 100 Line. Yes, we are.
The creature.
Ah, someone's discovered the one emoji that exists.
Oh my god, it's a little lion.
It's a little creature. I found the hit emoji, yes. Ah, Loon, thank you for the follow. They have found the emoji. They seem to quite like the emoji.
They've taken
I mean-
quickly to the emoji.
It makes sense. You make
A
quite
good emojis.
Thank you.
It's a good emoji, sir. Why does he have such luscious eyelashes?
Danganronpa.
No.
Takumi also has them.
Damn.
Men in their long, gorgeous lashes. There was
They
a guy
gave them
I
a
went to high
lash lift.
school- There was a guy I went to high school with who had like the thickest eyelashes I've ever seen on a human being. Like, I was about to compare him to a horse because I am equestrian brained, unfortunately. Like he's got like big long eyelashes, and every like girl I knew hated him for it. They were like, people pay money for lashes like those, and he's like, okay.
What do you want me to do
What do you
about
want me to
it?
do about it?
Someone is clicking into their mic.
Sorry, that's me. Sorry.
It's okay. I ruffle you. It's okay. We survive. Okay, I am done whenever you guys are ready to unleash your creature. I will just continue adding to him cutely.
Well, this
I'm
is gonna
done
take
with
me a
my
bit. I'm not even
lining.
done with the sketch.
It's okay. It's okay.
Tried something, it didn't work, so I'm just sticking with what I have.
Understandable.
It is alright to experiment. We are here to learn. That includes the TAs.
Yippee!
Untrue. I know everything.
Vinyl disc omnipotence.
That is my
never
fucking
compare.
band name right there.
I was hoping that would go on the list. It came out of my mouth and I went, that's a fucking band name.
Vinyl disc omnipotence.
It like kind of rolls really nicely off the tongue, actually.
It's very good.
It only makes sense if my nickname is a real object that exists.
Yeah. Vinyl disc omnipotence. That's a
The
James
axolotl
Schrader
says,
song.
"Hi Lucy, I
That
nibble
is-
affectionately
You would
and I
never
give you a
guess what I
hug."
stole my
Ah,
name
wah,
from.
wah, 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 wah.
No, I know.
I know.
I've been informed.
Harley in chat. I'm coloring mine. Ato fan art for Jess. Ruby, you're under attack. Galactic in chat. The axolotl says, "Hi Lucy, I nibble affectionately, give you a hug." Hi, I hug you, I hug you. Hello, it's great to see you.
Oh, hi, it's so nice to see you.
Hi, hello, I'm so happy to see you.
To those in chat who are debating making their own chibis and drawing with us, please do, by all means.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
More Ato.
More Ato.
More Ato.
More of
I
this
wonder
too.
if you'll still be playing along by the time the final one rolls around.
I just realized
That's a
what you
secret
meant.
tool that will help us later.
Yeah. I'm so
Right?
excited to see if we
Whatever.
all did the same fucking pose.
I am too.
Be really fucking funny.
I hope so. God, I yearn for it.
Oh, I just realized I forgot kind of an important
that's
aspect to this
bothering
guy.
me.
Oops.
Am I gonna chibi if I'm gonna draw with you guys? Of course, you're always welcome.
Hell yeah.
My computer's taking a break at the moment, so I'm playing Balatro. Fuck, I haven't played Balatro in a while. It does. There was a
You're
brief
sticking up too
period.
much. That's the problem.
What?
I'm talking to myself.
I ruffle you. I'm gonna draw what I mean when I say that. Hold on. Just so chat knows, because I know all of you know.
I started going overboard again, so I'm actually gonna force myself to stop.
I'm just adding a little bit of color, quote unquote.
A little bit of dimension.
A little bit of shadows, a little bit of light.
I'm gonna throw mine at you, Lucy, and then I'm really quickly going to mute. I have to go do something really quickly. I'll be
Take
right
your
back.
time. Galactic in chat, how much for you to make a chibi of my Sona? Like $20? I believe it is $30. I have a VGen, and you can send me a commission request through there. Thank you so much for your interest. Chibis have been all I've been able to draw lately, so this is great for me. Cheers to that. Keen, you also have a band name list? Wait. Hold on. I look at you pointedly. I have been... So I'm gonna tell this story because I love to tell it. I'm an art teacher, And last summer I was teaching at like a summer camp for really artsy kids, and that's my new band name, is my favorite bit to do ever. I love it so much. And once it was just one day where it was rapid fire over and over again, so many good band names, and one of my kids goes, "Miss Lucy, do you have like a list of all of these band names? Are you gonna like do anything with this?" And I go, "No, I should keep a list." And so I started keeping a list, and that was July of last year, end of July, and now we have over 300 of them. Want me to share it? Yeah, you should send it my way. You're what? Ha 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 ha! I'm an art teacher, yes. I love it. I love that reaction. That reaction is why I tell that story. It's both because I think it's cute and sweet, but also like I like mentioning that I'm an art teacher because I think that reaction is really funny. It's more than I have. Well, consider I'm insane. Luffy, hello! There's actually there's a point redeem where you can, I believe it is share a band name, and you can pick a number 1 through 300, and I will scroll through the list and give you whatever band name that is.
I see I'm back for a minigame.
Yeah, I'm talking about the band names.
Yes.
Delightful. Keen, depends on how long it is. If it's like too long for like a Twitch message, then just send it to me privately. But if it's like of a reasonable length, then go right ahead. This is topical. What number? What number, Loon? Which one do you want? 16. You got it, champion. 16 is Nerd Bones.
Nerd Bones.
Nerd Bones.
Nerd Bones. We are Nerd Bones! 1, 2, 3, 4! It's 10, send it. The goal, I believe it was Leo that gave me this suggestion. We want to hit 400 by the end of the year, and considering we have 300 and it's May, I think we're going to be fine. It has doubled in size since the beginning of 2025.
I believe in it. I know it. It will happen.
Know it.
I don't have to believe.
Your friends say, you have enough friends who say just some weird shit out of the blue. I think you'll be fine.
And I have like people who will send me stuff that they've heard. That's the best thing about it is it's collaborative. Once people are in on the bit, then they can add to it. So I have friends that will come into my DMs and be like, "I just heard this phrase. Is this a band name?" And I go, "It's a band name." And I add it to the list. It's beautiful.
I would not listen to Bones. I would not listen to Nerd Bones.
You wouldn't?
There would be too many nerds. No, too many nerds involved.
You have... I feel like you are used to the nerds, is the thing.
What? No way. Somehow,
Nice.
this is throwing shade of coral from the walls.
Yeah, I can't tell what his hair color is without color picking it, and I don't want to color pick it. It's like, I look at it, and the first time that I saw him in game, I thought his hair was like a weird grayish pink, and I don't think that's right. I think it's just gray.
Yeah, it's just a purplish gray is what I think it is.
I shaded it with purple. I say that like there's color. No, purple is the accent color that I chose. See, Nerd Bones proposes a band of at least 618 nerds, says Z.
That's a nerd-ass bone if I've ever heard one.
Nerd-ass bones!
Nerd named Bones.
Nerd named Bones! I didn't get to stick around for it very long because of unfortunate complications, but there was a Stabbiness stream last night where Jay Stabbiness was playing through the last like 5 days of Lobotomy Corporation, and
what?
At the beginning of that stream, he made a little, like a nugget, and chat got to decide all of its features, and I sent, like, one message that, like, in the time that I was allowed to be here, like, be in that chat, and it was, "This is Pringles, they have every disease," and that became the name of the creature, and I do not know what fate befell Pringles. But know that when you said nerd named Bones, that's where my head went.
Oh,
I'm going to delete this and resend mine because I stared at it for long enough and flipped the canvas and went, "Oh nope, gotta fix something."
oh, my back does hurt.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, posture check. We just got a posture check. Everyone unshrimp
Oh,
immediately.
posture check.
Oh, that hurt.
Oh
I didn't
no!
like that.
Oh no! Made Up Brass, Ugly Pizza, Embargo Blue is real good. Galactic Cannibalism, The Illustrious Tang, Killer, is that Dias? The Obvious Four, Prehistoria, Insatiable Ma, and Bondage Clown. I love these.
Insatiable Ma is so fucking metal. I love that.
I like The Illustrious Tang. I hope that is about KG Tang. I hope that is about real man KG Tang.
I thought it was about, isn't there like a fish or something?
Yes, there are several. Tang is also a type of taste.
It's also the do you guys have like a juice named Tang?
I don't know.
Yes,
No?
yes. I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I believe Ruby.
Okay,
About that
okay,
region.
good.
I think.
Galactic Axolotl in chat. What? Cannibalism?
Okay, I finished my Ada.
Okay, I'm almost done.
Yippee!
Finishing touches.
I love seeing the differences between ours immediately.
Yeah, it's fun to look at.
Insatiable Ma is very, very good. Are you planning to backwatch the LobCorp stream? That stream's like 7 hours long, so maybe, but don't hold your breath.
Don't do it while we're streaming.
But no, I'm not gonna do it now! Can you fucking
I thought you were
imagine?
talking to someone else.
Oh.
I thought you were like someone else was like it, and I was like, no,
No.
stay on our stream.
No, they were asking. It was Swamp. He was asking us, or me, I suppose. Stabbiness LobCorp watch party. I
You know
say,
what?
joking and jesting and jesting and joking.
I do quite love Lobotomy Corporation.
Oh.
What's up?
Sorry. I glanced at Vin's.
It is the same pose.
You guys did
That's what
the
I'm
same
saying.
shit. Amazing.
To be honest, I feel like I'm giving up on this hand.
It's okay. Hands hard.
Hands hard.
A fucking whatever.
I feel like you can notice so very clearly that my canvas is off-white instead of white when lined up like this.
Honestly,
It's not-
mine has a white square in the middle of it. Mine is usually like a tannish color, but it looks kind of. Maybe I'll do that for the rest of them because it's a if I would do it with my like normal canvas color, I'll send it to you. It looks like this.
My chibi was transparent, but everyone was doing them in white, so I kept it white.
Ah! Yes! 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 Oh my god, I love it. It is the same pose. Okay.
It is the same pose.
The Gyaru dog pose.
Okay.
God.
So for one final time, let's all look at the reference again. Let me grab him. Wretched creature.
No, wretched creature, poor thing.
Wretched
really is.
creature.
Wretched creature.
Horrid boy that my friends, that my timeline loves very much. It's just, actually, I can do it like this. There we go. So here he is. This is Eito Atsuki. He's got a pretty simple silhouette, but a lot of accessories. So I feel like this was kind of a test in how you simplify a design. when they are anime-ish. Yeah, it is Fields of Mystria. Nice clock. Well done. You've clocked it. So like we have the woes of our friends, the like 6 different pockets, with the implication that there's another one over here.
The fucking
He's got
guy.
more pockets in the back too, but you know,
He
we don't have
does.
to draw those.
Evil.
Oh Jesus.
He's got a couple.
What is it? Innately evil?
Yeah, innately evil.
Inherently evil.
Something like that. Bunch of little notches on his outfit that are somewhat optional. Depends. If you believe.
600 pockets.
600 pockets. And then, you can't really tell from here, but this hair is longer on the side. Like, on this side. So it continues down like this. So with that in mind,
Oh.
let's begin with my creature. Here is my guy. You guys were looking at
Yours
him
is
the
really
whole time.
cute.
Thank you. As you noticed, I
I-
did
So
shade with the
adorable.
purple.
You did.
Yeah.
I do really. This is so odd. I like the way that you do little chibi feet. Like, there's
Yeah.
something about it that's just really like little creature. If that makes sense. I feel like this would show up in like a 2D Flash game.
How cute.
Like it's a very specific sort of vibe. Of, like this belongs in like a 2D Flash game that everyone goes fucking crazy over, and it's the default for goofing off in your computer science class.
That's the highest praise that I've ever been paid in my life, I think.
It's
I
very-
love that terribly.
It's very,
So shapely.
very Animal Crossing like, I think.
That is the vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the way that I like to, I'll take a second to draw this. The way that I like to structure my chibis is I
Ghost.
like to give them obviously very big heads, but they have a very Animal Crossing type of build where they have pudgier bodies, but thin legs and arms and big feet and big hands. Mostly big feet. I think the torso is a little bigger than this. But yeah, this is the energy. This sort of
Yeah,
creature.
That's so cute.
I like to draw
It's
them
so
like
little.
this. The inspiration is... It is very Animal Crossing kind of subconsciously, but when I think of why I draw chibis like this, I actually think of like Tamagotchi.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I think I remember how this Tamagotchi looks. He's like this. But like,
Oh, the creature.
yeah, like this thing.
He's so creature.
Aww.
So when it came to Ato, let me return him to the stage. It was kind of that same principle, but because I wanted to have him with visible fingers because of the peace sign, I made his hand a little more detailed than I usually do. And then the big sleeves did a lot for keeping his silhouette very, very like round and cute. I cut out a couple details off of him. Like I got rid of his sleeve pockets, and like the notches here, and like all the text. And his collar kind of ate the long strand of hair. But yeah, that's what he looks like. That's the way that I drew him. Luca, do you want to go next, since you were the next one to finish yours? You were first, actually, to finish yours.
Yeah. Yeah, I can do my next, sure.
Okay, remember to watch the stream in the Discord so you can see it live.
Yes, that is what I'm doing.
Yippee.
So, I'm gonna be so for real. I did, like, mentally zone out on a couple of the details while I was staring. I was mostly trying to focus on, like, the really immediately noticeable ones. So a lot of the detail that gets added on was things like pockets. But in terms of shapes, my chibis are actually, pretty consistently just, like, squashed version of normal people proportions, because when I'm actually doodling out the shapes, I will typically, like, I will do, like, large-ish circle for the head, and then I will add like the body underneath with that. There's like an art trick that I think a lot of people are taught, which is the like lines going in different directions for the shoulders and the hips to make like an interesting pose. And I put those lines there like immediately, and then just make like use those as a guide for a very like quick little like pillow almost that I use for the body. And then like I still draw a lot of yeah, exactly like that. I do still like draw a lot of the proportions pretty like similarly. Like I keep the place of the knees in mind like immediately. I know some people can make them like a little like noodly almost.
I'm bitches.
And then yeah. Well, I've seen it with other people too. But like I try to keep like the thigh and the top of the leg like straight and fairly like thin in comparison, for the purpose of making everything below the knees flare out into this like big chunky shape. Very panty and stocking with garter belt-esque. It's where that initially came from. And similarly to Lucy, what I do is I kind of alternate depending on the pose or what I'm doing with it. You can actually see the other way that I do chibi hands, not so much in stream right now, because I am hiding behind our dear Ruby. But I will either do like very simplified versions of hands that I don't put a lot of effort into, or I will do like little orbs that have like 2 lines in them to kind of give the illusion of fingers. You can blame that probably on me being really into warrior cats as a kid, and no one ever gave anyone like the right number of toes. But it also is kind of adjacent to like Animal Crossing. I will say my favorite comment I've ever gotten on like that type of hand is someone called them little ravioli hands, and I'm like, that's the cutest shit.
That's so cute.
That's adorable. Also, I shoveled food in my mouth. I'm all good.
Yippee! Speaking of, we got a hydrate redeem and a stretch redeem, so if you guys have a drink, drink now, and take a second, like, pop your hands. Stretch out line fingers.
Stretch out them fingers. I'm gonna just stretch my arms behind my back.
Wise decision.
So hurt.
Oh. Also, if you guys haven't like rolled your neck in a while, maybe do like 3 rolls in both directions. Your neck will thank you.
Oh, that hurt too.
I worry for your bones, my dear.
I do too.
Oh, I'm dizzy.
That my neck did thank me for that. Thank you. Hi Meow.
Yeah.
Hello Meow. Okay. Thank you so much, Luca. Is there anything else you wanted to add?
I think that's the basics for all of my stuff. So.
Yippee!
He's that's a generic anime guy. He's pretty easy to turn into something because I don't have to contend with like other proportions. He is a skinny dude. I can translate.
He's
that
actually
pretty
shockingly
easy.
buff underneath that. He's still skinny,
is
but he's got
dressed
like a
like an
six-pack.
astronaut.
And that's scary.
He
Oh,
sure
just
as
got straight
fuck
crack abs?
Sure as fuck does not look buff in that reference that you sent him, even with the astronaut jacket off. But I believe in the lies of
It's more
Kadaka.
noticeable when you put him next to like fucking Takumi, who's an actual twin.
I
Like
suppose.
his shoulders are broader, his torso's a bit bigger.
Oh,
Oh
Vinny!
my god. Hey, that's me. Hi.
Hello. You want to talk about it?
Okay. Like, when I'm doing chibis, I usually go for like a very proportionate guy. I don't really exaggerate any parts of the body. I make the head and the body just like I would do a normal full body. But like miniature, it's hard to explain. They just become little guys, even if I don't exactly shorten or exaggerate any parts of it. The part that does get most simplified is the face. The face is just, I usually draw the same kind of eyes for that, way bigger, no nose, little mouth, very cutesy. I don't usually like including ears in my chibis. I feel like it makes them less chibi car, but I put them on Ato because his ears feel relevant.
Yeah, with the haircut he has, yeah.
Yeah, it just feels relevant. It's the most like with the limbs, I like making the legs be like little needles. I just like them to be very triangular. Yeah. Yeah, they end like that. I love making the legs little needles, and the hands are also like pointy and sharp.
It's kind of ballet-esque. You like
True.
you managed to make them look like doll versions of the
Yeah.
characters. Like if you were going to find like if you took like the character and put your chibi next to it, it looks like someone made them into like a little doll that would exist in their universe that you would put in a dollhouse.
True.
And it's very like cute.
That is the best thing anyone has ever said to me.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a really good way of putting it. I noticed this as I was pulling it up, and you mentioned the way that you proportion your chibis, because Luka was like, I usually maintain like human proportions, and that's very evident in the way that they draw chibis. But with you, your chibis are specifically longer, such that they are still like 7 heads tall, which is the usual. The guideline given for human anatomy is, I believe it's 8 heads tall. So yeah, maintaining that same, like within striking distance of that proportion while still simplifying in a way that's really cute and really satisfying. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I'm so glad. I feel like my chibis may even be a little like taller than my usual characters. Like when I draw them human, like normal, I make them like wide.
Yeah.
The chibis, they're very thin. They're very doll-like. It's true. They're like little Monster High versions of themselves.
I was about to say exactly that. Get out of my head.
Sorry, I live here.
I live here. It's true. You do. Anything else you want to note? Do you want me to zoom in on anything in particular?
Let me think about it. I noticed that we all got rid of the text, which I found kind of funny, and
Yeah.
also the symbols.
Yeah. It's because you don't really
Yeah.
need it
Be
to
like that.
recognize him as Eto Atsuki.
I feel like
Yeah.
it would have overcomplicated things.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
I also
It's
like
like too much
that.
clutter for a cute little drawing.
Yeah.
Hmm?
I also like that each of us, and this will become apparent again in the next thing, even though we made the gloves solid, because they are solid in the actual design, we did not do the same thing for the shoes. The shoes had that one bit of white at the soles. Like that's a bit of detail that we all preserved, and I think that's interesting, because it adds depth in my mind.
Usually I do
Yeah.
laces, but
Yeah.
this guy just doesn't wear laces for some reason.
Yeah. I had the same thing where I was kind of like, is he wearing laces? Well, I don't really think he needs them.
I
So strange.
didn't. It depends on like the height of the shoe. For
Yeah.
characters when it comes to laces, like boots, like when I draw characters that have like boots above a certain like height, I'll typically add laces because it feels like it adds a weight to them that tennis shoes or Converse or something like that don't typically have. And so like adding laces somehow feel like giving support to the thing that you're like drawing. Especially if you're adding any sort of bulk with it as well.
Yeah. My thing with boots and boots versus tennis shoes is that I actually really like drawing sneakers, but when it comes to like shoes that are only to the ankle, adding those laces can oftentimes make the drawing more cluttered, you know? And with a chibi, that's the opposite of what you want.
Yeah.
With the chibis, with the design, I don't usually make them 3D. I just draw them like on the body. The pocket is like jutting out of there, but I don't usually do that. It's usually more simple to just like kind of like paint it on them.
I think that it was a good decision to make the pocket jut out, though. It gives it a nice bit of depth. It gives you a
It's
line of
true.
action from this side of the torso to the other. Or not a line of action, a line to follow. Words. Line of action would be this.
The creature.
The creature. Anything else you wanted to add?
No, it's okay. I'm done.
Yippee! I gotta save your work redeem, so I'm going to do that. Thank you. Thank you very much, Simon. I also want to note that Harley in chat says, Vin style is very IDV-esque in a good way. And Loon says that you're the doll guy, which is so beautiful.
That is so
Agreed.
beautiful.
And now for Ruby. I'm very excited for this one. This one made me gasp in delight when I saw it. Look! Look! Look!
It's so cute.
It's the freaking
The
dog!
creature. We did do the same pose.
We did all do the
We
same
really
pose.
did.
No, Luka is
Jeez,
free.
man.
I feel like if you combined all 4 of our poses together, you would get the sparkle on pose, but with the peace sign.
Oh my god.
So
Yeah.
true.
It's the dog.
It's the dog. Yeah, it's my dumb dog.
So
Wait,
good.
no, that's Chalkamy. Never mind.
This is your smart
It's my
dog.
smart dog.
Yeah.
It's my smart dog that licks me at chest.
This is so small, but I really love the way you drew this silly grin.
Yes!
It's so endearing and adds so much charm.
It's so
cute.
good.
He is so round.
Oh, I love it so
Yeah.
much. I love it so much.
Thank you. I was really nervous.
I see a text to the
So
speech
good.
redeem. I did not hear Sapple go bark.
Here,
I'm
I'll do
sad.
it.
Thank you.
Woof.
Woof.
I want to listen to Ruby explain like her thoughts with her chibis, and then I had a thought looking at all of ours and the way that like the different almost influences. I feel like it, or like the different ways they all kind of look.
Nod,
Okay.
nod.
So, I was following a specific reference here because my immediate thought was like, I need to draw him of like the Gyaru dog, like right now. That's gonna be perfect. So I pulled that up and I was just working off of that in terms of pose. I'm not very consistent with how I draw chibis, and honestly, this also applies to bodies. Sometimes it's like I do the torso was like one fucking like square. Sometimes it's like I split it into 2, and then the bottom half cuts out. And that's what I did in this case. I in terms of like design stuff, I don't know. His jacket's so bulky; it's easy to just simplify. I didn't keep the text, but I did add like a little line where it would be. I don't know why I did that. I just thought it would add something, but honestly, maybe I should have left it. This is a little details. It was like, this is a little Eito Atsuki detail. Sorry, and I'm not very consistent on how I draw like hands or feet either. Like I've drawn Eito before, like previously in like his fucking class armor. I put that on Blue Sky. And also Twitter, which I usually don't do. And in that one, like, because I was drawing the boots, I, like, tried to get the shape of the boots properly, but here I was just like, well, these are just, like, normal shoes, so I don't need to, like, give them the extra bit of height. Faces, that's the hair. His hair is, like, honestly kind of flat, but I like drawing it fluffy, and the face, I draw big eyes normally, so I expanded that. I made them even bigger. That's kind of, like, the whole thing. They gotta be, like, fucking half the fucking size of the person. And and the mouth. I like goofy expressions like this just in general, and I just thought it would be really cute. Just make his big old mouth, big
love
old
it.
wide smile, because he's just happy to be here.
It's so good.
So good.
Legs. I don't know. I fucking improvised on the legs. It was like whatever.
I think you did a really good job with the shoes.
Also with hands. I forgot to mention hands. Usually I just draw them as like a fucking like orb with the 2 lines, but because I was
Orb.
following a reference here, I was like, all right, I got to do it. And then I'm not very satisfied with it, to be honest. I was just kind of bullshitting it. I didn't want to spend like forever on them, so I just let it be.
I think it's good though.
Yeah.
You got
Thank
you
you.
got the energy across for it to be like immediately recognizable, and I think that's what counts.
Yeah. We know that it's
Thank
him and we know
you.
it's the dog.
Oh, he's doing the dog pose. I get it.
Is this a bit for the whole stream, Vin?
It's a bit of my life.
I love you, Vinny. I want to note something that we all did. When it comes to the details that were and were not preserved in each of our chibis, each of us have this little circle on his chest, and we have the 2 pockets. Those are the things that I noticed, and the soles of the shoes. That was something that I saw on all of them. I love, this is the first thing that I noticed when I saw yours. You have, you made his eyebrows really distinct, and I think that is so fantastic for this expression. I think that the way you use eyebrows in like just kind of in general to build your expressions is super, super good.
Oh my god!
It's simple, but it's striking. I love it.
Thank
Agreed.
you!
Luca, you had thoughts?
Yeah, it was just like, it feels like all of them, like all of our chibis give a different sort of like vibe in terms of like, I'm not gonna say like influence, but I was kind of thinking about where it looks like they would all fit best. Like I mentioned, Vin's really looks like a doll. It gives off like the feeling of something being like a doll version of like the character that he was drawing. My first thought when I was looking at Jess's was it reminds me, because of like the shapes you used, I was thinking of plushies.
Yes!
Like, immediately.
You're
I thought
right.
of like, it's very like squishy and plush, and when I look at it, especially because of the way that you added like the very fine amounts of shading you have on there, it does give a feeling of like squishability. Lucy, yours looks a lot like a digital game sprite. It's once again, it looks like an asset that should be like used in a game or used as like promo. And then when I was like looking at mine, I know a large influence for mine with chibi stuff partially comes from the fact that eventually I would like to do vendor stuff. And my chibi style ended up being influenced by what I thought would work best folded into like a charm and what would work best size-wise.
Yeah,
With like something like that, like a charm or a pin.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, awesome. That's so
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah, there's this like a squishiness to Ruby's, a certain kind of like delicateness to Vin's that like is like really distinct in a specific way that I don't know how to describe besides it feeling like delicate and like kind of elegant in a way. And then like Lucy, yours comes across as like this, it's got like a lot of very specific movement and character to it that just feels really reminiscent of like games.
That makes me so happy, and it's very on brand considering I do game work.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Oni with the raid! Hello! Hi! How is your stream? It's great to see you.
Hello.
We're doing chibi demonstrations. We've all brought characters to draw to demonstrate how we each do chibis. We just finished with our first one. So I'm just gonna pull all of these up so that we can go over like pull them all up and look at them all one more time, like together. Let me grab him. This little freaking creature. There is Vinny's. And there is LUKA. And here is mine. You can just look at all of them. Us.
Love and peace.
This freaking thing.
This
Love and
is
peace.
love and peace.
Evil.
I'm so sad. I didn't. The pose that existed in my head was completely different.
It's
I'm so
okay.
sorry.
Aw.
It's okay. He might have done another pose.
True.
Yeah,
Maybe he hits the peace sign.
I didn't remember what any of his sprites, so it's okay. Hey Vinny.
Me.
You are next.
I am next.
Let me look at how much time we have left on the timer. We got like
So-
6 minutes. Yeah?
Yeah, I did want to propose, since we are kind of in that last little stretch for for your stretching timer. Do we want to go ahead and stretch early and then launch into Vins? That way we don't get interrupted before we start drawing.
I like that a lot, actually. Let's do that.
Very smart.
Very, very smart. Let me pause it. Just gonna cutely
I'm
reset.
just gonna go ahead.
No more Ato, he is gone.
Good.
Good. For the uninitiated, one of the reasons that I wanted to build this channel was that I wanted to have an incentive to just build better habits and a better relationship with my art. So one of the things that we do is we have a little stretch timer that goes off every hour where we'll take a little break and just take it, get up, get some water, pace around. I do hand stretches to make sure that I can do this for a long time, because God knows that art is a very punishing field if you let it be.
Sure is.
So we're gonna be doing some stretch, and I'm gonna run some ads. So Sniles Sneelily. These ads are gonna go for like 2 to 3 minutes. I'll have a little message in the chat. Thank you for your patience. Get up and stretch. Love you guys to bits.
My back hurts.
You're back?
No.
I do think my bones are like cracking as I speak.
I'm so worried about you, Vin. What is wrong with your
Are you
skeleton?
gonna be okay, man?
I did it early. Yes, it's on purpose. I meant to do it early, meow. But I appreciate you. Yeah, your bones concern me. You have concerning bones, my friend.
My bones are perfectly fine. Don't worry about
I
it.
disagree. I disagree.
Oh, it's good bones, sir.
It's
You did it early. The timer. My life's mission is null and void.
Oh, the timer. I'm sorry. Meow's purpose to yell at me when the timer goes off. I have someone who's sending me a friend request. Who's sending me a friend request? Galactic,
Oh,
my friend.
I feel friends are partaking in drawing the chibis with us.
Yeah, I'm so happy that people are drawing with us. You guys should send the chibis that you draw, chat. I'll say this again when the ads are over, but you guys should send any chibis that you draw my way. We can look at them. If they're done before stream ends, then we can look at them at the end of stream. And
Wait,
if they're
what?
not,
Sorry. I zoned out.
Our friends are having a watch party for the stream in a Discord. I just glanced over and realized 3 of them are in call and have been posting their chibis over there.
oh my god, are they? That's awesome.
Yeah!
Oh, they
they're
really
really
are.
cute.
That's
And
awesome.
one that's really cute. I'd ask if we could show them, but that's up to you two.
We can do that. We can do that at the end of stream, I think. That's what I was saying. When we like if we get permission, then we can show them at the end of stream.
Hell yeah, that'd be fun.
Yippee!
Take off my hoodie. I'm quietly dying.
I'm also quietly dying, but that's because I have a blanket on, so I'm going to remove it. 'Cause
I spent like all of today taking like in a constant state of equipping and unequipping my hoodie based on whether or not I was freezing my ass off at work.
I was gonna say, I love that you call it equipping and unequipping.
It feels like the best way to describe it.
Like, think of the little Minecraft sound effect when you take off an armor.
Yeah,
True.
pretty much. I need to make a little I need to make like a shitpost surrounding that.
I love that.
My brain shut down. I'm still thinking about just like chibis because I actually have like a small project I want to do with animating a bunch of chibis.
Oh.
Which I need to figure out how to get my Adobe to work.
Oh, I wish you the
Because
best
I
of
feel
luck.
like it's gonna be easier in After Effects than it's gonna be in Clip Studio. Clip Studio is really good for animating in terms of like my frame by frame. I really like it, even though I do sort of prefer open tunes. Kind of depends on what I'm doing. I like the finish I get from Clip Studio, but I don't super like the tweening.
I think the LGBTQ tag kind of funny in channels. I know it's to represent your LGBT, but it contains LGBT Lucy himself and his gay guests. Hi, Sil! I love you so much.
That is so funny. Oh my god, Still? Hi, Still.
Silly. Hi. Hello, LGBT.
Hello, gay people that live in my phone.
Hello, gay
Hello,
people that live on my
LGBT
phone.
community.
There's
Oh,
a
my
YouTuber
head.
that I like that calls the community the LGBT community, and I love that.
That's cute.
Welcome back.
I do like your little mitten hands.
Thank you.
Really cute.
Ain't we all a little LGBT on the inside? I love that.
Can't wait to listen back to this VOD at work tomorrow.
I hope you enjoy it. Okay, we are back from ads. Hey Vinny, are you ready to introduce
Yes.
which character that you brought?
Sure.
So Vinny brought Haru from Beastars.
Indeed, I brought it from Beastars. I don't have much of a reason for it, other than I thought drawing a bunny would be interesting because she's not a human.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
how different would you change her, kinda?
I'm
Poor
excited.
Sherry.
I'm so excited. This is exactly my comfort zone. Ooh, let me restart the
The
timer.
bunny.
Sil, what does LGB contaminator mean? What does that mean?
The world will never know.
I suppose, whenever you guys are ready to go, timer is going.
Hell yeah.
I'm excited for this. I love Bunny.
I don't know what pose to do.
I like the collective, like, concentrative silence almost.
We're locked the fuck in for drawing this bounty.
Miss Bounty.
You know what it means in your heart, you're gay patient 0. What does that mean? I'll accept
So
it, but what does
funny.
that mean?
Crazy.
That is insane. You are insane, affectionate.
The bounty is very
I
important.
don't know what pose to do.
I'm gonna change up my pose a little bit to better show off the skirt. This is an actual bunny face and is not actually how her face looks.
You bunny too close to the sun.
I did. I bunnied too close to the sun.
I certainly made a choice, I'm realizing, but that's okay.
I'm committing to this being a bunny. It's a high honor. It is a high honor. I love banuis. My Sona is themed after an apple rabbit, to the uninitiated.
The babbit.
The babbit. It's a I believe it originated in Japan, a way of cutting apple slices so that the red of the slice, the peel is cut like this to look like little rabbit ears. And it's the thing that that Victini is based off of.
Oh, that's cute. I didn't realize that. That's
That's
adorable.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah,
I didn't know that either, but that makes so much sense.
yeah,
Why am I so far away? It's because I'm leaning away from my phone.
that'll do it. This is a fucked up little Victini that I have drawn.
Fucked up little bikini. I'm gonna use, I think, my other brush for the line art for this
Oh,
instead
indeed.
of using my manga brush, as I affectionately know it. Me and my silly rectangular brush that I love to use for fucking everything.
You and me shaking hands over having one brush that we love.
I have like a lot, but it really
Oh,
depends
man,
on
I
like
feel
what
my
I'm in the
brain
mood
leaking out of
for.
my ears already.
Oh no!
Are you okay over there?
Yep.
The banui.
The Banui. This is a ramp up in difficulty. I'm fucking scared for when we get to the end. I'm scared.
Oh no.
The slow build up.
I'm
Into
so
the finale.
scared.
Don't
I'm
worry,
so
we'll
scared.
win.
Nah,
It
I'd
was
win.
just a bunny. I would lose.
I would lose is very funny. Yeah, this isn't strictly Haru specifically. She's a little too correct in the Banui facial structure, but I think that that's a good. I think that I'm committing to that decision because I think it better shows what I'm trying to communicate with this as a demo. You know?
You know, I like it. The bunny.
The bunny.
You're making a real bunny.
I'm making a real bunny. I don't really need to prove that I can draw a cartoonish representation of a real bunny because I drew Sapple. But I'm going to do it anyway. I almost wish that you had picked like a bigger Beastars character, like a more imposing looking one, because if I had to draw Legoshi, I would die.
That was see, I didn't want to make it too hard. I was like,
That's fair.
Legacy. What if I made you draw like Louis?
Ooh, that'd be good practice for
Is that
Tasia.
the gay one?
Yes.
Wait, what'd you say?
Is that the gay one?
Yes.
He's the deer.
I love that I don't know anything about Beastars.
Just know that Louis is the gay one.
He's a deer.
Okay.
I need to drop by more. My phone is dying. Take care, Loon. Thank you so much for dropping by. It was so great to see you. It's true, the Beastars animal people are kind of fucked up looking. They are.
They are.
Haru's art style's kind of just like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see how she
I like
draws
when
humans.
Yeah, they look very animal.
Fucking Alex in chat, they're all the gay ones, just true. Oh, this is the best. This is a very good bunny. I'm very pleased with this rabbit.
The rabbit.
This is my comfort zone more so than the anime boy, honestly. There's this
We're
one.
so locked in.
We are so locked in. There's this one
We
artist
really
that I
are.
know that that has characters that they like to represent as as like Victorian, like wearing Victorian fashion, but they have animal heads and like fully human proportions, but they have animal heads, and it's so interesting.
That is so
Every
cool.
so often we come back around to Egypt.
True, yeah. I'm not actually.
I don't know why that was my first thought, but
I mean,
you
it's a
know,
correct
fine.
thought. My music explode. I think it did. I'm so sad.
I too am looking forward to the end of Beastars, even though I'm not too much of a fan of how the series ends, but I am devastated that they made my favorite little guy so ugly in the anime.
Is this Melon?
They robbed him. Yes, it's Melon. They robbed him of all his sexy man appeal.
Watching you like get drunk and explain Melon to me was fucking awesome.
Oh my god, I wish I could have fucking been there.
It's in
First
you
time
were.
chatter, hello! I was.
Did that happen?
It is in one of the Yume chats.
Oh, my
was
God.
this over text?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought this was a call. No, I do remember
No,
this.
this is a text conversation.
I did not remember this happening.
Because you're drunk, man. I don't know what to tell you.
You were doing like, it was like not even typos. It felt like the text equivalent of like slurring your words.
Oh my God. I genuinely don't remember this happening.
I will find it and I will send it to you.
That's so funny. Vin has a curse with anime man.
It's true. It's true. Oh, my anime man look ugly.
It's okay, so does mine.
I'm mad that Studio Orange didn't finish Hoseki no Kuni in favor of Beastars. I would love for Studio Orange to continue Hoseki no Kuni. I'm a big Hoseki no Kuni fan. That series fucks me up.
That sounds familiar. What is that one about?
Land of
Land
the
of the Lustrous,
Lustrous.
the one with all the gems that are non-binary.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. That's a good color. There we go. There we go. Tuesday's branch 17 again? What is that? My first thought is that a horse race thing? Because I don't know anything about horse race.
HRT.
Horse race is horse race happening again? I haven't really been caught up.
There was a thing recently. I haven't really been keeping up either.
I've only ever seen horse race secondhand, actually. So unfortunately I'm unfamiliar, but I would love to hear more about it.
It's just horse race, man. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm prompting chat, but I appreciate you. Bye,
It's a
Burning
joke.
Hound. Take care. Sorry,
I
I cut
assume
you
that
off.
was in response to me very quietly going, "What the hell is horse race?" I'm just thinking of the Kentucky Derby.
Oh, you, John Horse person, do not know horse race test?
No.
Oh, that's amazing. It's a Twitter thing, question mark, a blue sky. It's some
Yes.
form of social thing. Yeah, it's a Twitter thing where someone coded like basically a bunch of little creatures that do not especially look like horses, and they bump into walls and attempt to make it to a designated area, and they kind of just go in random directions, and they're all different colors, and they do not gain a name until they've won a race, and people are making crazy fucking Yuri out of it. And they bounce.
And yeah,
Yes.
but mostly Yuri.
Mostly Yuri. Did I not say Yuri?
Mostly Yuri.
You did.
You said Yuri. I was just saying they also make Yaoi sometimes.
Yeah, but mostly Yuri.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the horse
Mostly
race
Yuri.
test. Yeah. I know very little about it. I know there is one creature named something Merriment. And then-
Jovial Merriment. That's
Yes.
the one that
Merriment.
always wins.
yeah, that's the one that always wins. A friend of mine is doing
might
fan
be-
art about two of the horses being very and lesbians with each other. Yeah. I am done.
Average HRT fan.
Someone
I'll be
made
taking this one as a loss, and that's okay.
Someone made an open source version of it that is do-it-yourself horse race test, and it's called DIY HRT, and I love it. I love it.
That's cute.
That is really good.
The bounty.
Bounty.
He's so funny.
You're so bunny. I'll do
Honey
it.
Oh, I
bunny.
didn't,
Go ahead.
I didn't realize she had socks on.
Yeah. Hello, bats. Looks so cute. Thank you. I'm gonna do an alt version that is more accurate to the way that her face is in the anime, instead of being more accurate to bunny. I'm being anime accurate instead of
Be
biblically
gay do
accurate.
crimes.
Be gay do crimes? True! Sure, I got points. Alright, Jess. Jess with one S. Jess
I
in
got
chat.
confused.
Sorry. Jess Final Dream Machine. What number? Pick a number 1 through 300 and I'll read the band name. I think there might be a bit of chat delay. It's okay. I'll survive.
Maybe just a little bit.
Yo, is there another Jess? Yeah, so one of the lovely people in call is Ruby.
It's me.
Yeah, Ruby with the bandana, with 2 S's. Ruby slash Jess slash Jessica. I
Do
just
not call
her
me Ru. Do not. You guys can just call me Ruby.
Chibi. Ruby Shadows of Valentia, Jess Final Dream Machine. Jess Final Dream Machine, Ruby Shadows of Valentia.
Hello, I think I remember you from a stream.
Yes. Number 10 on the band name list is Strategic Uncorking.
Barking?
Uncorking. Like removing a cork.
Cork?
Like a cork in a bottle.
Cork?
Yeah, cork.
It's a very funny word.
It is a very silly word. I kind of like this more, actually, now that I've done the version that's more accurate to her real ass face.
It's really cute.
I'm like struggling on her head.
She looks so joyous.
She's so full of whimsy.
She looks so jovial.
She's so jovial
Wait,
and
this
full
is
of
the wrong
merriment.
animal.
I fucking love crime. True.
Do these animals have eyebrows? Yes, they do.
This one does.
Oh,
Sometimes.
hype. Not a hype train. I thought it was. I saw a really big banner pop up in chat and went, hello?
Yeah, I also saw that. Thank you, Bats. Thank you for the gift
no.
sub. Win for Final Dream Machine, Jess. Yeah, I looked away for 2 seconds. Yeah, Bats is... I mentioned this on Monday. Bats is the fucking backbone of, like, Whoops and Whoops adjacent streamers. Because he is like, I will be gifting you subs today. I will be gifting you subs immediately. I'm gonna take a second.
Though.
It is very, very sweet. Take a second to drink some water.
Water.
Doesn't quite look like her.
That's okay. It can be just as helpful to, like, isolate something that you're dissatisfied in a drawing as it is to isolate something that you're satisfied with it, as long as you have, like, the words to do so. Like, can be like, oh, this specific thing is something I want to work on, rather than, like, I hate this, you know?
True. I think I'm realizing I was having trouble with her face shape.
Yeah.
And getting it down.
I usually tend to, I draw rabbit heads kind of like an upside down acorn, weirdly.
Oh, you know. See the vision.
Yeah, like big cheeks and a slightly pronounced chin, like the stem. I've been streaming for minimum over a year, and Bats is the first person to give me subs. Bats in chat, I have a job, live with my parents, and love giving people money. You are incredibly sweet.
Thank you, God.
Thank you, Bats.
Thank you, Bats.
I'm gonna take a moment.
Very cute, though.
It is very. I'm gonna take a moment to draw Sapple because I'm here and I'm drawing bunnies. For the uninitiated, the people who were not here on Monday, the little creature sitting on top of Luca's head is named Sapple, and it is the representative of the sapling unit, union, the sapling union, which is the
We
name
are
of
a
this community.
unit.
We are a unit.
And we're
It's true.
so much more than that.
True. It's a little text-to-speech mascot that speaks when you feed it points, and it is the vector between myself and chat when I am not being myself, the vector between myself and chat. Sapple, beloved. I love Sapple. Sapple, I didn't have a name for it when I first made it. Crystal was the one, Crystal Clear Entertainment was the one who coined the name, and I'm such a fan of it.
I am Sapple. I am unaffiliated with any drink brands.
Okay, I believe I just need to add a pop of color to this. I think I'll be satisfied.
OMG, yay!
Okay, wait, I think I can do one more thing.
I'm excited. Whoa, 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 whoa! We just got a raid!
Whoa, we're getting raided?
Komugisui raid. Hey! Hello, hello, hello! How is the stream? It's great to see you! Oh, these emotes are so freaking cute!
They are.
You know what,
It's a
never
little
mind, I can't
whale.
figure out how to pull this off. I'm just gonna color and be done with it. Let me see what's going on in chat over here. God damn!
I know.
Whoa, that's cute.
Sincerely, oh my
Hello.
god! Thank you guys so much! Bats, thank you for the more gifted. Good lord, man. So incredibly kind. Robbie, is that fucking one-shot music? Yes. Still in chat. One thing I find interesting about your art, Lucy, is that your normal style, you'll always make the faces square, and it's only for your chibis that they're round. It's true. I tend to make very square-jawed characters. I enjoyed art
Someone's
time.
gotta do it.
Yeah, it's true. I do not say this derisively at all. I've got a lot of wonderful friends who draw very like pointed jaws while I make them more square. Thank you for the follow. I'm glad you enjoyed art time. Here, let me pan out to what I've been drawing. Hi, I'm Lucy Synapses. I am an illustrator. I'm an art teacher. I usually do streams Monday, Wednesday, Friday doing illustration work, or like we're doing now, demonstrations of different art techniques. Right now we're having what we like to call TA night with myself, Vinny, Ruby, and Luka, where we are demonstrating how we simplify and proportion characters into chibis. So what we have all done is we have each picked out a character to highlight a different aspect of turning a character into a chibi. And right now we're all drawing Haru from Beastars. Bats, thank you again for the gift sub. The hit. I love the hit emote. It was such a good idea.
The hit.
Hey, thank you for the follow. I will say, I'm like staring into Haru's freaking eyes right now. I see the abyss. I see the empty void. I call to the empty outside.
Yeah.
She's so cool.
She's so Can't believe I haven't followed until now. That's crazy. It's okay. I appreciate you. Oh my god, Vinny! Oh my freaking god! Oh, were you motherfuckers done and I just didn't notice? No, I'm wrong.
I'm not done yet.
Okay,
Finishing touches.
take your time. I'm sorry.
The Bonnie.
The bounty. Oh, I like that we all picked different colors.
I tried to pick like a notable secondary color.
Okay, good enough.
And so I was just like, I want to use this one.
Wait, I have a little edit to mine.
You have time. I'll be going over mine first, so it works out.
Okay.
So I kinda, the thing with this is that it is really just an animal head on a human body, for the most part, so it is the same in a lot of ways to what I demonstrated earlier. I've made a very evil looking rabbit on accident. There we go, normal. So same principle applies. I tend to make the torso a little long and then very spindly feet to leave room for big shoes. I think the most interesting part here is that I did do 2 versions. This one is more accurate to how Haru looks in the anime, which, in fact, let me pull up her reference again. She has slightly more human proportions for her face. She's, there we go. Oh, I did not notice that she had purplish eyes. As you can see, even though she's a prey animal, her eyes are both facing forward, which is something both true of, which is something that is more characteristic of predators and humans. So she also
is a human predator.
Forfeit all mortal
Yeah.
possessions to Sapu.
where my boss with the text-to-speech. She also, in order to make her like lip flaps more visible, has her nose and mouth a lot closer to her eyes than I think they would be. She also has very, very pointed ears, which isn't really like a human thing. It's just, I just think it's interesting. She's proportioned in a way that is very unique to her. It's kind of the mid-step between a human and a rabbit. So I did 2 versions of my drawing. I did this one, which is more accurate to how she is proportioned in the anime, and this one, which is more accurate to how a rabbit real life looks, with the nose a little further down and the eyes a little further apart. What did you say, Ben?
And she's so much cuter.
Yeah, I think she's really cute. But these are still kind of, I think that these are both recognizable as Haru, though I would say that the one that is this face is way more recognizable as her. This one could be any rabbit girl, I think.
Yeah.
Especially because her outfit is so, it's a little plain on purpose. Oh my god! Bats, thank you for the bits! 127 bits! Wow, 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 wow! Let's see. Who is next? Hey, Luka, do you want to go next?
Sure, I can go next.
Let me pull it up. Here's Luka!
Yay!
So cute.
So cute.
I similarly, it is kind of just a rabbit head on a person body. Something that like varied a lot in terms of like what Lucy did was figuring out the pose, partially because I work with chibis. I tend to work in like a very square canvas to give myself like a certain level of constraint a lot of the time. But like I didn't just want to copy her pose from like her anime reference, and so I just decided I wanted to have her sitting down.
I think it's
which
cute.
it does immediately screw up their proportions a little bit, because I am very happy to fake perspective in anything that I draw ever. So if you don't think about it too hard, it's fine. But she kind of remained relatively proportional to like most of my human anatomy. I was very excited to draw like her ears. I don't do B-stars, and I don't actually draw animals very often, and so the thing that I think I struggled with the most was figuring out the proportions for like her eyes and her nose, and that I still wanted to get that like rabbit feeling while still having it be like cute and kind of like condensed bee guys. I didn't have a lot of thoughts with this. It was kind of just like struggling to make it like work in a way I was satisfied with, which admittedly, primarily the skirt. It was primarily the skirt because I want to have her sitting down. Wait, you're in a dress.
Yeah.
Okay. So an attempt was made. Whatever.
I love it.
I'm not unhappy with it. The longer I look at it, the more content I am with it.
He's
But the
so
actual
cute.
process of getting there was a struggle. I didn't make her feet as wide as I did my previous chibi, primarily because the shape of the socks jutted out weirdly if I made the legs wider. And so this one actually ended up being closer to what you do, Lucy, which is like long legs and then like the feet kind of sticking out a little bit more.
Man pointing itself image. I can see it though.
Yeah,
I
a
can
little bit.
super see it. I really like it. It's kind of that thing that I said about half step between rabbit and human. I think that you sell that in a really endearing way. I love the way that you built her face, and ears are so cute.
So cute.
I
So
love drawing
cute.
big floppy ears. I think it's really fun. Especially because Haru is like a rabbit, doesn't actually seem to be a distinct kind of rabbit. It's not floppy ear, and it's not how rabbit ears actually are, which are kind of really close together and pointed up.
Yeah.
So it was very fun to give that like a certain level of expressiveness because of anime bullshit. Said with all the love in my heart, I love anime bullshit and what it lets you do creatively.
True.
I did end up like omitting a lot of like the fine like small details in some ways, but that's partially because the way that I put her pose made that any of her like, I think I was gonna say better details, that's not right. Any of her more
Finer?
prominent details, like the shape of her collar or like the bow that she has in the front, ended up being obscured because I was really focused on drawing her with the watering can.
Yeah, the fact
Like
that you
a
included
little
prop is very good.
a little too focused on the prop thing. I feel like this is a good example of me making something that would work well as a charm.
Yeah, I agree with that fully. I like the depth that you added to it. What was that, Vin?
Oh, I was just agreeing. This does look like a charm
Yeah.
or a sticker.
Yeah.
Or a sticker.
I like that you included the stripes on her dress, because I didn't do that. I wasn't sure
Me
how to do
too.
it with the
I
colors that I
forgot.
picked.
I included one stripe.
One stripe works. I think it all works. In chat, I would love to participate in a high contrast technique stream because of my rampant obsession with Ultra Kill and its art style. It is my favorite to emulate. I think that would be really interesting as a bitch who does not work with high contrast all that often. I can think immediately of
love
someone I would want to
contrast.
bring on to help me with that. Z Terra Odyssey, if you're out there. Z
I'm
Terra
gonna give her
Odyssey.
a stripe.
One-
sprinting. Yeah.
One last comment about mine, because I will out myself about this at any given point. I think a lot of the way in which I draw animal features can really be attributed to the fact that I was very much so a warrior cats kid who got really into drawing chibis in very anime-ass human ways a la YouTube animators. And I think you can always tell whenever I draw any kind of animal.
I wouldn't say it's especially apparent here, but I appreciate your insistence on outing yourself. Z in chat.
It's mostly because I'm seeing it, where it's like in the shape of like the nose and the mouth being in a place kind of like similar to what you mentioned earlier. It's meant for lip flaps. Like the face is condensed for the purpose of lip sync.
Yeah.
Because even in Chibi, I'm an animator at my heart.
I imagine that's also why her face was condensed in her 3D model.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thank you. I love that a lot. Vinny, do you want to go next?
Sure.
Let me... Oh, there's a detail I noticed in this immediately. Oh, I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts. I'm resisting the urge to gush. This is so cute.
My baby, my kitty, my kitty, my bunny.
Bunny.
Well, Haru, it's basically the same logic as my other one, where like I try to maintain the normal proportions, but Haru's head got a lot bigger than I draw. My human head. Like I condensed her a little. She's not as like tall as my chibis tend to be. And she's a bunny. She's an animal. I imagine she's more shortened. So her body is like a lot more condensed than the human, the guy. Aito.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
You can see more clearly the needle legs that I like to give them with her. Just straight pointy. They gave her a little tuffle leg because she's a bunny.
Yeah, I noticed that. That
you
was the
gave
thing
her,
that I
like, a little
saw.
hawk. Same. I love that little detail. It gives like that feeling of like inhumanness to it.
Yeah.
It's really subtle.
Oh, I'm so glad. I really like hooves and characters, so I like doing that little thing.
Those are her hooves,
I
you
love
bitch.
Those are your hooves, you bitch. Her arms are exposed on like Ato, and for like little chibi arms, I don't like giving it like any of the usual arm anatomy with like the curves of where your elbow bends. I just like making it straight. Kind of like rubber hosey. I like more rubber hosey arms for chibi.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense.
I can see that, absolutely.
Yeah. No elbows.
You do
No
still-
elbows.
It's interesting you say that because on the far arm you can actually still see the definition of like Lucy like outlined it, but you can still see like the definition of the arm even with like the rubber hosing more apparent on the front.
Right.
Because I wanted to look like she's bending her arm, but also not too much.
I think you really
Yeah,
nailed
I
it.
think you did that really well.
Oh, thank you.
I feel like this is the first thing. Well, no, the first thing I noticed was the little tufts of fur that I love. The second thing I noticed was these eyes right here. These are so distinctly Utena-ish to me. I love it.
Nanami.
Yeah, it's like Nanami, exactly.
Oh my god.
This feels like, I'm kind of just gonna drive it home. She feels so much like a doll in this style in such a lovely way, especially with the shape of the head. I watched like, or I guess I used to watch a lot of like doll customizing videos, so I've seen a lot of like doll heads that have removed all of their features, and when I drew this, I was like, oh yeah, doll. That's a doll. That's a Monster High doll.
Yeah,
I love
100%.
I love this. I like that it looks like she's wearing like a summer uniform. That's very cute. She's got a lot of personality here. I love the way you draw her. She's so bouncy.
I'm so glad. I'm so happy. Thank you.
Of
Thank you.
I like her little flower basket. Any final notes?
Does she? Wait. In the anime reference, does she have long sleeves?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I
So I
didn't
did draw her summer
notice.
uniform.
It's hard to tell because her skin is also, or I guess her fur is also white. It's the same color. It's same fucking problem
no,
with
I did draw
Ato.
A little more yellow.
Yeah.
I did draw her a summer uniform.
You did it. I believe in you.
Yeah,
I believe your
It's in the
summer
manga.
uniform crusade, affectionate.
it's in the manga reference.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a manga reference.
Right, I didn't look at the
That's what
manga
I was
reference.
going
I was
off of,
looking at the
too.
anime one. Anime! Ah! Kill me.
That's cute.
I'm going to hell.
No! Drives you back.
Ruby, ready to go?
Yes, just 1 second, because I did make a couple edits.
Take your time. In the meantime, we gotta stretch redeem from Simon, so pop your hands.
You do sound like an art teacher when you're reviewing these.
Do I?
You do.
I'm glad.
Yeah. You're giving like very nice constructive criticism.
I'm doing
It's not
my
even
best.
criticism. It's just like constructive like notes where it's just like, oh yeah, I noticed these things you do really well.
Yeah, I do my best.
I feel like you'd be good
Art
at critique.
code.
Gonna be honest with you, I'm not very sure I feel about this one either, but like it's whatever.
Oh, I love the pose!
Oh,
Look at her!
so
She's so
cute.
cute! She looks like a little dancer.
You did
Yeah.
such like a nice job with like giving this cute, meek little pose.
Yes.
Yeah, it was like I don't know what to do with it.
We
I was
love
going for a
constructive
curtsy, but
feedback.
It's kind of like a half curtsy. I don't know. So yeah, I don't draw furries like at all. So this is like way out of my wheelbarrow. Of course, because the proportions are so similar to like a human being, like most of it was like relatively fine. Like I did get to draw arms this time as well, and I kind of just like you just go stick them out, and they like get a little. There's no real room for definition on the elbows. Well, I could do that like in other times, but not that one. And then I'm doing like the orb hand on one, but for the other, I thought it would look cuter if I just like bent it a bit, like the one
Yeah.
that's holding the skirt.
like a
I'm
mitten.
happier with it looking like that. I don't know what I did, but it works. It's like a little bit defined. Anyways, her head shape was probably what I struggled with the most because it's like I don't even know, man. It looks asymmetrical. I gave up at some point. But shoot. Also the feet. I don't know where I was going with this, man.
I like it. I think that the pigeon-toed look really... Luka used the word meek earlier, and I think that this really adds to that. I think that if you had it like... Because when I think of like a curtsy, I think of also drawing one foot behind the other. And I think that would have led to her looking more confident, but I think this is more true to her personality, where she doesn't have that she doesn't have that performer's air that some of the other characters might have, because a lot of the characters in Beastars are like theater kids and she is not.
True.
I think it's really cute.
I did not think that hard, but I appreciate it.
I mean, you don't always have to think very hard.
art.
You don't always have to think very hard for things that you might like have absorbed intrinsically. I feel like there's a lot of like design things that you can like learn or take in just by... You consume a lot more media than I do. Just like you, I feel like you have a much wider repertoire of things that you have seen, played, or interacted with, where you probably would have internalized a lot of these in the way that like these characters would hold themselves. And so you probably have a pretty good like mental like library of those cues without actually needing to actively draw upon them.
I think that's
I have thoughts sometimes.
I love your thoughts. I think they're really excellent. I think you put it way better than I could have. I love her. I think she's beautiful. She's very gorgeous to me. Again, I think that your use of like the eyebrows really makes this expression, because I think without them she wouldn't have had this like this gentle quality to her. I think she's very cute. I also like that you included the stripes on the shirt, because none of the rest of us did that, I think.
No.
Yeah. I gave it a little bit of detail, because it was like
Did you?
It kind of looked like overalls, but I figured they weren't, so it was like get a little bit on there.
Oh, Vin's right. He did. They're just hidden behind the arm. I didn't see them.
Oh, okay.
Still though,
Yeah,
you did you did the two of them. That's why I recognized them immediately. I think it's quite nice. I give you a little kiss on the head.
Thank you.
So yeah, those are our Harus. I made so few notes on Luka's.
We're just doodles. Yeah.
Yeah, I just drew bunnies and cats.
I think I should be honored, I guess.
No correction.
No correction. Well, I mean, none of them were ever corrections.
No notes.
Teacher coded.
All right. So, got like 20 minutes before our next stretch break, which I think means we can get started on the next one.
Yippee!
Ooh.
Yay!
Where are the pins? So, we've talked a little bit about how the characters that we have been drawing have kind of that same very skinny, very humanoid build. And I wanted to get the lot of us to talk about drawing another body type in a very chibi style. And so the character that I brought, because I am next, is Majin Buu from Dragon Ball.
This guy. I kept forgetting his name, and I could only remember Boo, even though I've seen the entirety of Dragon Ball Z.
Majin freaking Buu.
You have? Actually, I'm not surprised. Of course you would. It's Journey of the West.
I also have.
Well, I mean, it was just because it played on Nicktoons.
Yeah.
Growing up, so it was just there.
True.
I mean, I have an obligatory amount of Dragon Ball knowledge from being Latino.
I'm really excited to draw this guy. It was between him and Piccolo. I was between him, Piccolo, and Beerus, because I wanted to bring a Dragon Ball character. And after seeing who everyone else wanted to bring, I was like, Majin Buu. Majin freaking Buu. Whenever you guys are ready to go, we can take it away.
Hell yeah, this is gonna be an immediately silly pose.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
How do I draw this
Anything
thing?
about this guy, but he looks very funny.
I like Majin Buu. I've
Looks
seen
like-
Dragon Ball Z abridged. Does that count? Keen in
Close
chat.
enough.
I saw Dragon Ball Kai. I forgot Dragon Ball Kai came on Nicktoons. I'm an old man, so I saw it on Toonami. I watched it on Nicktoons.
That's what we had available.
Yeah. I believe it was actually, yeah, it was Dragon Ball Z Kai. So I actually did not see the Majin Buu saga up like until later in life. Cause Kai ends at Cell. Oop.
Oh yeah, it does.
Spooky redeemed hydrate. Drink now. You should drink water now.
Oh. This is gonna be a completely different chibi style.
Kind of same.
I feel that.
Dragon Ball's also got a very specific vibe to it that makes me want to like make things way more energetic, which I think is fun.
Yeah, Akira Toriyama's style is just so bouncy and fun.
Yeah.
Really?
We got a posture check. Unshrimp immediately.
The straightens like a meerkat. I felt like 4 different vertebrae.
My thing is that I'm like, the way that I keep my back
Yeah,
straight
the
is that
chicken.
I have the chicken. I have myself at my desk, and then I'm wedged between 2 plushies. So I've got one that is a very large chicken, and then another one that is a very round seal that I keep between my back and the chair. And that's how I keep my back straight, so I never really have to do anything when I have to posture check, because I'm like, I'm already there. But I'll still like stretch a little. I'll do a big stretch like a cat.
Big stretch.
This is a little too plain, I think. I want to do a different pose. I want to do a more...
This is such a guy.
I like him.
Boo turn you into chocolate.
Boo turn you into chocolate! Drawing Majin Buu and drawing Kirby requires a lot of the same principles, I think. And Kirby was like one of the first characters I learned how to draw when I was really young. Oh, bitch, you have gloves. Of course you have gloves. But like, bitch, you have gloves.
Oh, bitch, you have gloves.
Oh, bitch, you have accessory.
I also think his hands are weird in said gloves, which has made my life immediately easier upon noticing.
Are they? Oh yeah, I think he only has like, I think he's
He's
got
like 2
weird
fingers.
fingers. Yeah, he has 2 fingers. Okay, so I
They
can
look like
change. I can
mittens.
change my plans a little. Wait, does he only have 2, or is it 2 and a thumb?
Nice.
I'm gonna pretend it's 2
I
and
think
a thumb.
it's. I'm also gonna pretend it's 2 and a thumb. But 2 fingers, sick Elden Ring reference.
Don't count your chickens before they hatch, Luca.
Sorry, that's just like brain rot. There's like a whole thing in Elden Ring, and I can't escape it. It's okay. It's just constantly in my brain now.
It's okay. I think it's beautiful.
Oh my god!
Did you just tap into my stream?
No.
No? What did you do?
Did you see the other hotties?
Yeah.
Wait,
You should send me hers.
what? I want to look at that, but I'm refraining so I can focus on the drawing. I want to be surprised at the end of stream. Just know that I'm thinking about it. I think I need to make this pose a little bit different because with the way I've drawn his arms hugging close to his torso, it doesn't communicate his body type as well as I want it to. So I'm just moving one of them out. Yeah, this is way better immediately. Goodness
sound.
gracious.
I'm sorry, that was a hiccup and it sounded terrible.
It's okay. You continue to prove that you make fucking creature noises.
Yeah. I'd apologize, but it's just kind of a fact about my existence.
Never apologize. I love you for the creature that you are. Oh, boo, I'm not excited to draw your fucking pants.
They're very silly. I have a pair of pants that kind of look like this, actually.
Honestly, I kind of also want to have a pair of pants that look like this. I don't get to bitch about this character's design, by the way. I'm the one who picked him. That's in chat.
We're gonna...
Oh, go ahead.
We're gonna have our turn of bitching.
Lucy tricked them by drawing Kirby and saying it's Chibi, Majin Buu. No, I picked him. I can't flake out.
You can't back out of this. I'm struggling, but I think I'm getting somewhere.
Hell yeah.
So the thing is, Alexa, just explain this when I get there.
Pats, thank you so much for the bit. Thank you so much for the 13 bits. Yeah, I was gonna do the Aiba. Date, I've turned into a chibi. Cutest thing you've ever seen.
You could voice Angela.
Could I?
I think you can make a very convincing robotic voice.
I mean, I do like to do like the TikTok voice for fun. Date, I turned into a chibi. Cutest thing you've ever seen.
Wow, you are
I
unpleasantly
turned
good
into
at
a
that.
chibi.
You have the mandate of having to whine and bitch and complain about his fit. Wait, I just realized Bats gave bits for the LUKA sound, I think, for the hiccup.
What?
I don't know. It was either that or getting me to talk as Aiba. It was something to that effect.
Amazing.
Cheering for the little creature noises. I feel like to an extent I'm kind of just drawing him, honestly.
No, I feel that.
He's so round.
He's so very round.
Rotund.
Round. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Hehe, I've infected you.
I really like that song.
I also really like that song.
These pants are so ugly.
I made a pair of pants that look a lot like these for my Cult of the Lamb cosplay. They're like, they kind of remind me a little bit of, I only know them as elephant pants, but I don't know if that's actually what they're called.
I'm not sure.
It's just like, it makes him look like an onion.
Kinda does.
He's very onion shaped.
He is. Portal with GLaDOS as the TikTok voice would be funny. How much of the hate speech can we get you to do in the Aiba voice? I don't know the hate speech, so probably none.
From AM?
Yeah. I don't know it. Like, I fully don't know what you're talking about. I imagine I would
Spinning
recognize
right
it
round,
if someone said
like
it.
in record. Smile.
I am. That's how I know.
Let me tell you how much blah blah blah. I don't really know. I've seen it, but I never tried to commit it to memory.
I only see in the TikTok audio, which has a song playing in the back.
Right. I am prone to memorizing stupid shit. Like, I know the first verse of the Countries of the World song from Animaniacs.
Oh, me too.
Me too? Oh my god. Let's freaking go.
I'm not sure how much of it I can remember at this point, but there was a period of time where I used to spend like a lot of time using songs to memorize things, especially if I had to do them in lists. When I was briefly in a, I think it was called like a Awanas. It was like a church youth group. I had to memorize the names of all the books of the Bible, a thing that I was not going to be able to do myself, and so I turned it into a song.
I quite enjoy that. The computer from I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Oh yeah, that was mentioned in an I the Somnium Files stream. I think also by Spooky. Either Spooky or Meow. Yeah, this is to an extent just Majin Buu, but like, just Majin Buu is still good enough for my purposes. I have the entire speech committed to memory, but that's just because I'm a freak. I think that's beautiful. I think that's true and beautiful.
Memorizing is really good for your brain, regardless of how silly it is.
I think I have the entire catchy speech from that one part of Persona 5 committed to memory.
I believe that.
Another dog.
I don't remember anything.
Ooh,
I have forgotten everything in the word.
That's not necessarily
reminds
true.
reminds you.
Reminds you also.
What am I getting reminded of?
Everything.
The times we've spent together.
Oh.
So everything.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
My friend, who I care about deeply. Smile.
I love it. I know the lyrics of like every Millie song ever released. Does that count?
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes, that counts!
Prove it.
No! No! Another
Which
time!
song?
Which is your favorite? I know the answer to this, but for chat.
I like Red Dahlia. Red Dahlia is my favorite. I mean, when it comes to like the most known ones, I think it's South Pepper
Ah,
South
yeah,
Pepper.
yeah.
and the Broccoli. Reflection, working break.
What is my favorite Millie song? I don't listen to a lot of Millie. I feel like the Millie that I listen to is strictly because of you.
I'm the Millie guy.
You're the Millie guy. You're John Millie.
I'm John Millie.
No, I think it was better the way I was doing it before. Damn.
Here he is. I am basically done.
I am getting done too.
I'm getting there. I'm gonna slap on a little bit of color and then...
I'm proud that I know all the words to Weird Al's Trapped in the Drive-Thru. That's a good fucking thing to memorize. That's good. Oh god. I wish that there's a I was telling this like all day to different friend groups. The fucking Michael Jackson joke that I love.
Oh!
For chat, there's a Japanese dad joke that I freaking adore. Let me pull it up. Hold on. Because I'm pretty sure I know it, but I don't want to fuck it up. Scrolling. So it's a Japanese dad joke, so I'll say it in Japanese and then I'll say it in English. It's Michael Jackson no suki na iro wa nan desu ka? Or what is Michael Jackson's favorite color? This is the part where you ask what.
What?
Ow! I love it so much. It's so silly.
I do. I can only think of the audio that a spoon sent in response.
Some spoon just dying laughing.
It's like
Lobotomy Corporation is a really good game if you like getting your balls darker.
Huh?
Sorry, that is a thing I say.
Spooky and chat.
Okay.
All this Millie talk just reminding me how much I need to play Lobcore.
Yeah,
it is Mickey's Dick Smasher, yeah.
Yeah.
A's Dick Smasher. Who's A? Play the
A.
game to find out. Are you having fun, Luca?
I'm so lost, but that's okay.
I feel like we have
What's wrong?
hopped conversation topics like 6 times in 2 minutes.
Sorry, I just
It's-
needed to respond in chat.
It's like fine, I don't mind. I'm just very much so the out of the loop one because I also don't know anything about that game.
Lobotomy Corporation? That's okay.
Yeah, I was about to fuck up saying that really, really bad, and I was like, I'm gonna just stop talking.
That's okay. Oh, timer just went off. That's okay, because I just finished my drawing.
I just finished mine as well. I will send
Fantastic.
mine
I'm
in a
almost
second.
done.
I'm almost done.
Let me draw a big old shape. Keen in the chat, my what in the hall? I see they've gotten to the Dick Smasher bit.
It's a Dick Smasher game. It's not even fun to play, but it's also really fun to play.
Is it like League of Legends not fun to play?
No, it's just a game that's really difficult and also janky.
Yeah, it's like built on string and tape.
Maybe like that.
It's a resource management game.
Oh,
And
I like resource management games. Those are fun.
Yeah, you gotta manage your little abnormalities and they kill your creatures. And you just,
they kill your staff.
yeah, and you restart the day over and over, over and over, over and over.
I went a little overboard, I think, on my Majin.
Quite alright.
That's okay.
You don't even get to keep the bottom surgery into the next loop! Ah!
It just throws
Okay,
back.
it's back up. It's back up to speed.
Okay, fantastic. Yay! Awesome. Okay, so, I wish I'd gotten a chance to
Alright.
stretch during that, but I didn't. I hope you guys did. I'm gonna stretch now.
I didn't either. I'm gonna stretch once I send this.
Okay, I'm
I
gonna
need
be
a little bit of what the?
I'm gonna be skipping the ad break for now since we just had that cute implosion moment, which is my new band name.
Woohoo!
Number 321, cute implosion moment. We are getting there. In the meantime though, let me send my creature and then I'll stretch. You're getting more and more behind? No, it's me. It's it was my internet was not doing so hot a little earlier today, and so I was like, oh well, it's behaving now, but I hope it doesn't. I imagine it's gonna fuck up during stream, and then it did. Luca, I'm gonna fucking explode. Oh my god, you did color it.
I had time, and he has like 3 colors to his name.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go over what we no, I'm wrong. No, I'm lying. We need to stretch. I'm lying. I'm wrong. I'm lying. I'm lying. I'm
I
lying.
also need to
dude.
go pee.
Go do that. In the meantime, chat, how's everyone doing? Sorry for the sudden explosion. I'm so excited for the last one. The last one's gonna fuck us up.
I'm like stretching my wrists in a weird way, but it feels really nice.
Oh, go on.
It's just like, so my desk is like it's a corner desk.
Mm.
Partially because it's one of the only ones that'll fit in my room with all of my furniture. But I can put my hands flat against both sides, like on they have like little wall things. So I'll put my hands flat on like both sides and then like do the underhand stretch where you turn your hands like fingers facing downwards and then apply pressure.
Yeah.
And I'll just do that.
That sounds freaking awesome, honestly. Trying to finish a sketch I'm doing so I can share it in case I never finish it. I'd love to see it, Simon. Keen. Just got into the Epic musical and I'm being annoying about it. I haven't listened to it yet. I hear it's amazing. I've heard exclusively good things about it. Good, because I'm watching Luci Synapses. Aw, thank you, Bats. That's really sweet of you to say. I should have noticed the stream delay earlier. I did notice it. I was just like, well, this is just kind of something that happens, and then I was correct, but in a not exactly the way I was hoping. Oh my god. I'm so excited for these. I love these. You're so silly.
I like that all of us kind of go for a similar energy, it seems like.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He's silly. Also, like, I don't know, the vibe of the reference image we were given was like, yeah, you can't take that seriously.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think Majin Buu, at least in this form, is really a lad that you need to take exceptionally seriously in any circumstance. Like, he's a threat to humanity, but he's also a big silly friend. And I like him terribly.
He's a big silly friend.
He's just a guy. Category 7 autism event.
Yeah.
Never fear how annoying you may become. You are bringing joy into the universe, and that is always a good thing. I love that sentence.
being annoying.
Hi!
Being annoying is actually a good thing.
I'm back.
True,
Oh,
hey!
how am I back?
Welcome to
How do you guys
fantastic
do
time.
joy?
What?
How do you guys feel any joy from stretching?
Just I derive joy from knowing that I am preserving my body.
It does nothing but bring you pain.
Yes.
That's because all of your tendons and muscles and shit are tight.
Yeah.
And they need to be stretched more frequently for them to be able to, like, not ache when you stretch them out.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna hop right into mine. I feel like I really did just draw, let me pull up the reference again. I feel like I did just draw Majin Buu, but a little smaller. I feel like I could have pushed, why did you do that? That's Haru again, you're lying to me. You clown.
Who's Haru?
Funny.
I know I was doing a bit. I don't know. It didn't work.
I may be a little silly. But yeah, it really does just feel like I drew Majin Buu again, but smaller. I feel like I could have pushed his just like his general shape a little bit more to make it read a little bit more as a chibi, but I like the pose that I did. I think it's a very fun...
He's got a big mouth.
He does have a big mouth.
I feel like that alone adds to the chibi factor quite significantly, in my opinion.
True. He's got very simple proportions, which makes it difficult to simplify him further. But I think I did an alright job. I like the pose. I think he's cute. I think he's just a cute, silly little guy. I took a couple creative liberties in regards to... Okay, I took one creative liberty because that was what the pose allowed me to do. But it's worth noting that when drawing, like, fat distribution on, like, arms and legs, there tends to be more fat upwards on the arm rather than like, below the elbow and on the fingers. So I tried to make it so the upper arm was noticeably bigger than the lower arm in order to convey that. But that's it. Pretty simple. Just a guy. I didn't really omit any of his details because he has very few.
He is a pretty simple design, all things considered.
Yeah. All right, let me
I like
pull
your little
up.
guy.
I like your little guy. Can I show your little guy next, Luca?
Sure.
Everyone, look at him immediately.
Yo.
Look at him post haste. This pose is so freaking good. Timer your timer? We're not drawing right now. It's okay.
Look at the beast.
Father Apple the timer?
Kind
It's
of scary.
yeah, Luca is a beast. Luca, do you want to talk through your thoughts? Smile.
Yeah. I looked at this man and went, I need to make you fit into a circle somehow. That was like my first thought when I was like, all right, I have to chibify him. I need to make this fit into a circle. And because of his cape, I was like, oh, this is gonna be like easy for filling in background space. Unlike a lot of my other like chibis, typically I start with just slapping down a circle for the head. But because his head is so much like smaller, with trying to keep in line with the kind of chibi proportions of having a larger head to match with the body, what ended up happening was they ended up kind of like evening themselves out, and so I leaned a lot harder into emphasizing the general roundness of like Majin's design. So it's a little difficult to see with the like with the vest, but like there was underneath like the vest there is the like bump for specifically the area around the like pectorals and where the stomach meets it, and it's a little bit kind of taken off by the pose that I put him in and the fact that like his leg is lifted that way. But I also tried to make it a point to have everything be like wide and far enough apart, so like the legs are kind of like together. It was very Kirby inspired to an extent. Like there's enough distance between where like the legs would be that I felt like that give the right distribution of like weight and like bodily width without like feeling like it's slimming him down in any particular way. My solution to like the fat up near like closer to the body was on the arms, especially the one in like the front. You can't tell as much in the back because it's obscured by the way that I posed him. I tried to identify like the bumps of where fat will typically lay around like the base of the elbow and the armpit, purposely having that bulge out and get wider as it gets closer to the body.
Shake my hand.
Yeah. But for the most part, like in his usual design, the head is way smaller than the body, and so chibifying him kind of just turned him into a more I guess solid shape. If you look at like Majin normally, he's kind of like a triangle almost.
Oh, hey, yeah,
but the way
you're
that I
kinda
drew him
right.
ended up turning him into like a little bit more of a circle.
That's a weird ass triangle. I'm going to try again. Yeah! Oh, I love this. I love I love that you gave him a chin. I love that he's got like visible cheeks from the cape tied around his neck. Ow!
Yeah, that felt like important, especially because like up underneath the eyes, I put the little like cheek marks that were drawn in the original style because I felt like that did a pretty good job of showing that there was fat there while also having the rest of it like squishing.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You
I
nailed
love
this.
it. Very good.
Any closing thoughts, my friend?
Not especially. I really, I finished up the drawing itself pretty quickly and then went, I'm gonna smack on color.
Fair.
And that was kind of all I was doing throughout the last half of it, was rapidly filling in color.
I appreciate you. You had a bit of extra time because things were exploding.
Yeah.
Vinny, do you want to go next? Oh, him's muted.
Oh, Vinny.
Oh, I didn't realize. Sorry.
Hi!
Sure. I can go next.
Chibi!
Hi.
Chibi!
There's a little creature.
A creature.
I love him! I love him!
That is the little creature. Honestly, he's very against my philosophy of chibi, especially because mine are like so pointy and sticky.
I hit my mic, sorry.
So sticky in the sense of a stick with an eye in the end.
I actually, when I was looking at the initial shapes for how, like, Boo is put together, I was actually kind of thinking about how you do legs and how that would correspond, because Dragon Ball, famously, a lot of the feet come to a point, so I was really curious how that was going to translate into yours anyways, because the boots all, like, where the toes are come to a point. They're just a little bit, like, flatter than how you drew them. But I feel like you managed to still, like, kind of get that same feeling.
Yeah, agreed.
Really? Fascinating. Yeah, I try to keep the little pieces that I do. So the hands I really didn't do sticky. Like I didn't really do the usual pointy hands. Cause he's a very orbital guy in general. I tried to keep this triangular shape. You can see he is triangle, but he's kind of like he's kind of like yeah, he's kind of like omurice shaped.
That's weird.
I was
So
also
cute.
thinking that.
Yeah, see, he's omurice shaped. I kind of like rounded his head up a little because Machi has more of a triangle head, really. It's more, I would say his head is even more like human coated. He kind of has like a more human like head with a little thing on the point. I rounded him down a little to try to make it look a little more chibi.
Yeah.
I think he's so cute.
I don't have many thoughts on him. He's
think
just a guy.
He is excellent. Again, I like that you gave him a very visible chin. I'm realizing that he does have that in his reference, and I just, because of the way I posed him, it was not present. I love how you proportioned his head in regards, in relation to the rest of his body. And this pose and this expression are just so cute, so good. It's a very happy medium between like your usual style and the roundness of Majin Buu. I think you did an excellent job.
I'm so.
Ooh, you exploded.
Whoa.
Ruby,
Oh, what? Me?
are you ready?
Yeah.
I smile so wide.
Okay, full disclosure. I totally new foray for me. I had no idea what the fuck I was doing, so my immediate thought was just, I grabbed that screenshot we were using as reference, and I just, like, traced over it a bit, just to block out the shape.
Right.
A bit in my head. And I was like, oh, this is kind of like, it's sort of a mix, for me at least, it was sort of a mix between a pear and a 3-tier cake.
That's
And
really
that was
cute.
just the same. Yeah, and so I just kept drawing that kind of shape, and every time I do it, I just make his head bigger, is what it was.
That's really cute, though.
I love
He's
that.
That's a really
I
nice
was also like, I
association.
started off drawing a bit too big, so I ended up looking at my other chibis to scale it for size a bit.
Right.
And beyond that, like, the details came kind of easy to me. I know it's kind of scuffed, but like, it's fine. He's very round. I feel like somehow that just made it work itself out. I don't know.
You gotta have some confidence, girl. I think you did an excellent job.
Oh, thank you.
Me too.
It's that time of month.
I-
That's what it is.
beam your period cramps onto Majin Buu.
Yeah,
He would
would
deserve
it.
Deserves it.
Yeah, true.
He
true,
was
true.
This is
taken.
wonderful, Jess. I must yell this to you.
Win for feminism or
Um,
something.
Harley in chat, you can't hear the text to speech, so Harley just went with Sapple. This is wonderful, Jess. I must yell this to you.
Thank you.
I really like how you did like the tuft on his head. It's really distinct from the way that the rest of us did it, because it kind of makes it look like
I was kind of bullshitting it, but
kind of going along with that three-tiered cake thing. It looks like a dollop of whipped cream, and I think that's so
wait,
cute.
you're right.
That's
This is
so
whipped
cute.
Oh, you
cream.
are right. That's really cute.
Yeah, I like his pose. I do think that tracing
I
over
did just
something.
rip off the original, but I gave him the thumbs up because I thought he seems like the kind of guy who would give you a big thumbs up.
Correct. He's also leaning his weight
Correct.
to like onto one foot, kind of like he's kind of bouncing back and forth
True.
on his heels, and I think that's cute and true to character as well.
Mhm.
I had a thought and I lost it. Oh, I don't think it's a bad thing to
Tracing.
trace. Yeah, tracing. It's not a bad thing to trace over something as you learn to draw it. Or to make an exact mirror of it as you learn to draw it, because that's a perfectly reasonable form of studying. You did honestly what I suggest whenever I'm teaching people how to draw and how to draw from reference, where you drew it, recreated the shapes, and then did it from your own perspective once you thought you had a handle of it. I think you did an excellent job. And the fact that you did it so quickly is really excellent. Well done.
Thank
It's
you.
really good. This is topical, but if it in that it is tracing and Dragon Ball Z, this account has long since been deleted and imploded off of the internet. But some of the pieces that I drew in Photoshop when I was like 11 or 12 were just traced over cells of different Dragon Ball characters with a crunchy Photoshop brush that I posted on DeviantArt. So at least you made it your own. I just posted straight up tracing.
I also did that, but with Zelda. I did that with Zelda.
I used to do that with Equestria Girls.
That's awesome.
That's understandable.
I feel like you can tell a lot about the lot of us from what we chose to trace when we were really young.
Yeah. Maybe a bit.
Here are all of them in the actual reference, which I'm exploding now. Yippee!
The Majin Boos.
Yippee! The Majin Boos.
Imagine
Okay,
Boos.
now I will reset the time. I'll reset the timer when we start.
Oh no. Not a
Allow me to pull up the reference that you sent us so that we may convey what you are, what havoc you have wrought.
I would like everyone to remember what it is we have been drawing up until this point. And then look at this thing. Look at this thing. I couldn't stop myself from mentioning it earlier because I have a problem. But Elden Ring is all I've been thinking about for ages. This is Star Scourge Radahn, a boss and just like one of the more difficult enemies from the FromSoft game Elden Ring. I looked at what everyone else put in here and went, "Oh, I'm here to be a bastard.
oh.
We're gonna chibify this bitch."
I'd win.
I'm scared.
Gonna lose.
I'm scared, Chad. I'm so scared.
I'm so excited to see what you all do to this thing.
I'm so scared.
It's got crazy amounts of detail. It's got armor. It's got a big muscular man. Got speed.
Z.
Listen,
Ishi in chat, yeah, it's time for me to close my tablet for the night.
You're stuck on this ride with us.
listen, I'm good at drawing big muscular man, but never made a cute chibi for him.
Okay, let's
okay.
restart the freaking timer.
Let's go! It's not a crime, it's a challenge. Consider it a stretch of your artistic skills.
Oh,
It's
so
definitely a
excited about
Remember
this
to
stretch,
reset your
conversation.
timer.
Yeah, you now see why all of us have been lamenting this entire time. All right, let's begin.
You remember what I said about stretching?
Yeah?
Yeah.
It brings me nothing but pain.
Haha.
I'm gonna do something that I haven't been doing this entire time, and I'm going to start color blocking to build out this silhouette, because Jesus Christ.
That's what I've been doing for most of this.
I should have been doing it the entire time. I just wanted to be fast.
He's so hunky.
Would.
Well, me too, but like,
To my understanding, he is, I believe, the second hardest boss in Elden Ring, or more difficult.
I appreciate you correcting so I couldn't go for the low-hanging euphemism. Know that I
but
wanted
what
to.
if?
Well, let's get harder bravely.
Let's bravely get harder.
Oh.
Anyways, I'm a fantastic friend.
You're such a good
Love and
friend.
peace.
Love and peace.
Love and peace.
Eeg, muscular man.
Somehow,
He's like maybe 5th most
the
difficult.
thing that I gotta do with this one is simplify him so much. That's the only way to go about this one.
Understandable.
Toxic gamer stuff.
Yeah, Spooky says he's maybe 5th most difficult. I have never played a
Okay.
FromSoft game and don't really intend to. What is on his back? Is that like a giant sheath?
I believe so. I believe those are swords.
Motherfucker with the King Gambit ass design.
I did think about like going for some of the other ones, but I'm like, I don't want to go first. I figured I'd keep him still like fairly humanoid, all things considered.
I was expecting a monster.
I thought about it. I thought really hard about it.
I fucking know you did. Affectionate.
There were a couple that I was like, oh, I could be really mean about this one, and then I decided that that felt cruel.
You decided to choose
And
a
this is
moderate
not
amount
mean.
of violence.
Yeah, I can't say that. Never mind. I chose a steel bat to the knees instead of a pipe bomb in your mailbox.
I'll take it.
I'll take it. Yeah, for all my bitching, I do think that this is like manageable, maybe.
Honestly,
Toxic
it's kind of
gamer
fun.
sample. It is kind of fun, yeah. I'm just having trouble like identifying what parts are him and what parts are background. I think this is a cape.
So what you can do, which is what I do all the time, is I will put a white layer over it, throw on glow dodge, and then turn it down a little bit, and it helps separate it from the background.
Ah,
If you're trying to
maybe.
figure out shapes.
That is wise.
That's not
I
big
do.
enough.
I do like Millennia.
I love Melania. I thought about that, but I was also just like, no, I want to do Star Sword for Dawn. I kept getting caught on it and thinking about it. Was like, this would be such a good time.
This would be so funny.
This will be so funny. I'm also gonna struggle with it, so it's okay.
You woke up yesterday and decided to be hilarious. Not yesterday, like a
Pretty
couple
much.
days ago.
I'm gonna make this horrible monster of a fight into something cute and marketable.
Haha.
I'm going for cute and markable as well.
I feel like I want to branch away because I feel like what I've blocked out right now is just him but smaller. So I need to make him more round.
You need to make him cute and marketable.
I need to make him cute and
I'm
marketable.
trying to figure out how to make him cute and marketable without losing it. I may be
believe
getting
you
somewhere,
guys.
chat. I think we're getting there.
I believe.
We can all survive
I
this.
believe.
I like that I heard my computer kick on as I had the thought of this is going really well, and then the fans kicked on.
Mm.
I was like, cool. I'm not gonna think about that too hard.
Is that fur? I think that's fur.
I'm sad you can't see his stupid fucking horse.
If you had made us draw a horse, I think I would have gone over there.
Got over
I would
it.
have drawn like I would have
you have
drawn
my
fucking
address.
horse race.
If we do this again, I'm gonna give you guys like, I don't know, Earl King.
Who?
Duh. Da, da, da,
Oh, I'm sorry. I just processed what you said. Ah, ha, ha.
He's not hard. He's just not cute.
He's not
And
cute.
he has a
it's
horse.
True. If you made us draw the horse, I'd go over there.
The horse doesn't have a head.
You think the head is the hard part to draw of the horse?
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
See,
The
everything is the hard part to draw personally.
Listen, the hardest part of drawing a horse is making the head connect to the body in a way that makes sense.
Okay, I can believe
it's that and like the way that the chest works.
Yeah, the chest is what gets me. I'm gonna do a slightly smaller brush. Big stupid cat face.
It's really funny to just watch what you're doing and looking at what I'm doing. It's really funny.
That makes me feel quite bad. Not bad,
No,
afraid.
Afraid? No, it's okay. I'm making him really cute. Is kind of just what I'm doing.
Giving his
I think
Honestly-
Vin has the right approach. Make him cute.
Make it marketable.
Make him marketable.
I need to
To
channel
a
that
wider
one.
audience and not just the monster fuckers.
He's not really a monster. That is just a
He's
guy.
not. He's not.
Yeah, but you have to consider,
Ah.
like, go on.
No, I don't know Twitch's guidelines off well enough off the top of my head to be comfortable saying this one on your stream.
How interesting. Get scared.
It's okay. It's okay.
This is
Don't worry
a
about it.
family-friendly Christian stream.
Just with a lot of swearing.
A family-friendly, non-denominational stream.
True.
Don't get scared. Does this guy have eyebrows?
I
You
think
can't see them, I don't think.
yeah, they're underneath his helm. You need to be rounder.
I'm like really pleased. I made him so like kind of cute. I'm really pleased by what he looks like.
I need to make him look sillier.
I am Lena, bullet of Nicola, and I have never known defeat.
Oh my god, that's cute.
Lucy, has anyone ever mentioned you're the funniest motherfucker alive? Thanks. I try so hard.
That
How
is
do I
a guy
even
for
simplify all this detail?
praying to God. Probably.
Praying to your non-denominational god.
Praying to my non-denominational
Sorry, I turned this into a
deity.
Muslim stream all of a sudden.
That's okay. We can accept it or not. We finally granted Simon's wish.
Wait, yes!
Life is beautiful.
This fabled denomination.
This character is not as stylized as the other ones were, it's true. I think my first mistake was trying to- Oh, bitch, you've got spikes? Okay. Have your spike mittens, you freak.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love
much
Oh, bitch.
detail.
I'm enjoying listening to the commentary a lot. It's very funny.
You're enjoying it.
I am. I came to cause problems.
It's not even the chibi parts that's the problem. I can feel like I'm getting a somewhat decent grasp on that. It's just that's all the details on this armor, man. They're killing me.
Draw none of them. That's the secret.
Well, I even just blocking out the shapes is giving me trouble.
Hmm.
I like drawing armor, so unfortunately I cannot
I like
help
drawing
you.
armor. It's just it's more detail than I'm used to working with, I guess.
I do not like drawing armor
let me
despite it being my job. So sorry, go on.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, let me rephrase. I like drawing Saint Seiya armor.
Ah.
Like a freak.
Oh, the gay little armor.
A gay little armor.
We all know
That's
the denomination.
stupid and put together like some fucking nonsense. I don't care that your armor is the swan armor. Why do you have a duck on your head, bitch?
I've decided to be funny.
Oh. Oh, please give him like cat paws.
Done. You have toe beans. I'm giving him a different face. I've changed his face like 3 times and I'm changing it again.
It's okay. It'll be like that.
This is one funky piece of meat.
One funky piece of meat.
I do have like, I guess, an art question, sort of.
Mm?
When you guys are doing chibis, do you ever struggle with having tangents in, like, line tangents in your art? Because that is actually my biggest struggle with chibi. So, do you know what a tangent is in terms of like drawing?
No, not really.
So a tangent is essentially, how I think of it a lot now is how one of my roommates, illustration professors, would describe it. It is essentially when like your lines, it's when your lines touch but the shapes don't overlap. It's just like the lines meeting in a particular point.
Yeah.
And it's where you get like really sharp angles. How this professor described it is, you don't want your lines to kiss.
Oh.
Like you want them to like overlap and embrace, but you don't want the lines to kiss, because it causes like weird. If you ever look at like a piece for too long and you're like, something's like off, but I don't know what it is, there's a non-zero chance there's just a tangent in it, and the shapes aren't overlapping correctly.
Your head needs to be bigger, you freak. Sorry, go on. You're making a very excellent point. Yes, I do struggle with that sometimes.
That was it.
I'm sure I do. I can't think of an example, but I just imagine it in my mind's eye.
I am aware of the concept of a tangent. It's just hard to sink into your mind when you're doing it.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to catch yourself doing it.
I've gotten better about it, but I've also very purposely trained myself to look for it.
I'm at a point where I'm like done, basically. It's a lot messier than my other ones, but like I'm done. So now I'm just kind of going through and trying to make him cute.
I'm nowhere near done.
I just committed to this one being messier.
Thank you for indulging
Of
me.
course. For all my bitching, I am having a little fun.
Yay!
I'm having fun
yay.
for sure. I just feel like I need to apologize to someone after this, and I'm not sure who.
The guy himself?
Oh yeah,
Sure,
this is
I'll
it.
apologize to. I forgot his name. Sorry.
Scar Torture's on.
Yeah. Whatever
That
you
one.
said.
Okay, that's fair.
As we all know, the
I don't know why it just
denominational god
confuses
of the Synapses Twitch
Mr.
channel
Dawn.
is. Oh, sorry, go on.
What?
I got you off. What were you saying?
I was just saying Mr. Dawn. That's what
Mr.
I'm calling
Dawn.
him.
That's fair.
Spooky in chat. As we all know, the denominational god of the Synapses Twitch channel is LYON. Reject. I reject. I do not want
Become
this.
as God.
I don't want
No,
to do
that's
that.
Father Apple. The father is never the god. The father is the interpreter.
Yeah.
Finn,
Guy-
is this true?
About to say, I don't know enough about Madoka Magica, but I feel like something about the concept of like little guys being freaky almost gods. I think Sapple's right there. That can be a
Wait,
god.
true. That's just Cube.
You're so right.
That's scary.
That is scary. Sapple is benevolent. Sapple is the union representative.
The union representative can be a god. What is
The
the
union
union? If...
representative can be evil. It's like SAG-AFTRA.
Yeah.
You can't just say
You
that.
can't just
Allegedly.
say that!
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Not the strikes. Support him. One day we're gonna have a union that's better than SAG.
True. True.
Allegedly.
Okay. I think I've not quite finished. I need to throw some color on there, but I think I'm done.
This is a mess.
There's this one cat
I'm so
image
glad
that I'm
everyone's
thinking
having
of.
a good time.
Give
that
me
is-
a
that
random
is like a cat
Pokemon
looking in
Lucy.
disgust, squinting really hard, and that's what I'm thinking of now. Give me a random Pokemon.
Flygon!
Flygon. Will you guys forgive me if this one is significantly messier than the other ones?
I gave you hell on a plate, so yeah, go for it.
I like hell on a plate as a sentence. It's quite good.
I honestly don't know where it came from. It kind of just came out of my mouth.
Your beautiful mind is where it
Um,
came from.
Oh,
God, can be
he has
unionized. Go on.
he has a lot of lions. I was gonna say he has a lion, but then that's a lot of lions.
I'm finished.
Like he. Wait, I just need a little bit more time.
Take your time.
You're good,
I'm
no
almost
rush.
done too. I'm not gonna clean up the sketch
That's
very
so
much.
okay.
Yeah, you're good.
I hope you'll forgive me for my transgressions.
Always.
It's okay. There's nothing wrong with a transgression against a blasphemer.
Haha.
Let me save. You gotta save
Fuck
your
them.
work. Bitrate's
Delete
exploding
your-
again.
delete
God
your-
damn it.
delete your art.
This stream is fucking cursed. Oh, it is cursed.
Oh no.
There we go.
The evil,
The nefarious
evil
stream.
stream.
The nefarious stream. I'm so glad you brought this guy. I love this freak. I love this freak so much, says Z. Z is a fan of this decision. Very much so.
Oh right, I need to send Z some videos related to Elden Ring. I forgot to do that.
Oh?
I told him I would send him more videos, so I need to do that when we hop off call.
Which will be soon.
Yeah.
Indeed. I'm almost done.
Alright, I'm not coloring this any better. Here we go.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm so pleased.
You're insane for coloring it at all, I want to say. This is cute. I like this.
You colored it?
Yes,
I
because Luke is
wanted
fucking
to.
insane.
I wanted to so badly.
What the hell,
I also
man?
realized
Really are
I can.
insane.
Yeah, a little bit. It's okay. I actually might go in with a little bit more color for something different for all the metal.
I'm gonna draw some cats while we're waiting.
Meow, 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 meow.
Meow.
God, I just sound like my cat, who sounds pathetic
I
all
just
the
sound like
time.
Minecraft cat.
Yeah, ocelot. Okay, I'm actually gonna replace that Star Scourger Dawn with this one.
Didn't someone try that and
get
get
it.
both themselves and everyone they recruited get fired? Yeah, his name was Jesus. Not even lying, Luca, this has been my fave one to draw yet. I want to try this one another time when my wrist is hurting less. Because I'm like...
Oh,
Yeah. It's okay, I kind of expected this
no! I
to
made
happen.
him moe.
Yes!
Okay, just slapping a little bit of color and I'm done.
I think that this one has been a real challenge for me, such that I want to revisit it, but I feel like a lot of the issues that I have with it would be better. I am not in like the headspace to tackle right now. Like I want to have fresh eyes and try again. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow morning.
Basically. Actually, I don't like how I did this red shit. I'm gonna make it an actual shape like you guys did.
Meow.
So be quick.
I'm so excited to play Elden Ring tomorrow once I get back from work.
Freedom.
Admittedly, I actually need to remember I have an appointment tomorrow to once again try and figure out the eye nonsense. And I need to call them and be like, am I getting my eyes dilated for this one? Because if so, I need to figure out how I'm getting home.
Oh, eye dilation is scary.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I
I've only-
feel like you should prep for being dilated.
I mean, it's like the
Just like, I mean, in the sense of like, just go work under that assumption.
Yeah, I was just gonna call and see because I got them dilated last week when I went, but they got all the tests done that they needed. I'm just going in tomorrow to talk to the guy who actually does like the surgery and be like, "Hey, what is the process for this? What are we doing? Please don't put eye drops in my eyes that make my eyes burn."
You're getting surgery?
Maybe. I'd like to. I am the
I've always
second blindest
wanted to.
person that's ever. I'm the second blindest person that's ever been in that office, so I would like to. It's expensive though.
I've
So
always
it
wanted
is.
to get my surgery. But they cock-blocked me until I turned 20 for some reason. They only said they were only considering giving it to me once I turned 20.
Huh.
Since stream is ending soon, how about reading Crimson Fire? You got it.
Okay.
Right, I think Yeah, I apparently oh, I'm
Oh,
echoing.
yeah,
Hello.
you're echoing. Ow.
What end is that?
I can't tell. Oh, this is so cute.
Yeah, I'm sending mine too. It's questionable, but we're going with it.
Ow. Ow, ow,
Just
ow.
let me-
It's okay.
Someone is crunching really hard into their mic.
Hmm?
Sargi.
You're good.
Alrighty. Let's see. Whew. I'm kind of amazed that I haven't felt exceptionally tired yet.
I'm feeling it, man.
Soon.
Yeah, it hit me about 30 minutes ago.
I'm siphoning you guys' energy, that's why I'm not tired yet.
Radon was basically pumping caffeine straight into my
whoa.
veins.
Yay!
Oh, this is really cute. I
Oh,
like
it's
this.
so good. Okay, let's go over ours then for the last time. Please ignore all of the cats on my stream. I was entertaining myself. I'm very proud of his helmet.
It's really good.
It's
It's
stupid-
very funny.
Stupid little helmet. I just committed fully to the idea of like, well, I have the shapes. I'm just going to iterate in silly ways. You mentioning the cat paws was what helped me arrive at this point. I also like the little faces in the in the
Yeah.
pads.
They're so silly.
In my mind,
So many species.
Go ahead.
No.
In my mind, I was trying to isolate, like, what are the most important things to this design that, like, need to be there to make this person recognize this person? And I was like, the fur around, like, every extremity, the big Ganon hair, the helmet and the spikes, and the little cape. Like, those were all the things that I was like, these are what I need for this character to be recognizably this character. And so I spent time trying to make sure that all of those were somewhat clear, if not very simplified, and everything else was secondary, including the face. I think that the way that you guys did it is way more, like, I guess it communicates what this character is about way better, but I think this is funny. It brings joy into the universe, and therefore I'm okay with it.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
I glanced upon your screen for a second. My brain processed and worrying like a maid uniform.
That's beautiful.
Oh my goodness.
Can you see it? Can you see it?
Yeah, I can, yeah. That's so funny. Cat maid.
Yeah, this guy's a cat maid now.
Of course. Luca, do you want to go next?
Sure.
Here you go.
It's the guy.
Love this
My
pose.
my first thought was that I needed him to be stanced the fuck up.
True.
This man one-shots most players, to my understanding. If you don't get the fuck out of the way. So you mentioning the cape was funny, and I realized that I think everyone added part of the cape. I didn't. I forgot that it was there. So you were like, yeah, these are aspects that I feel like were important, and to me, even with like my little
I also
tricks
forgot
that I
it,
do
don't
to
worry.
isolate everything, I'm like, yeah, this isn't that important. The things that stood out to me were the fuck off helmet and the fact that, like, I don't know if it is a lion or a dragon or just generally a big fucking monster. Like the way that it like wraps around his face was really important, to the
Right.
point where it like diminishes a lot of like his features and draws attention away from it. It's just like, oh, this is a big dude that's gonna fuck up my day. And then like having
like that, and like the chest piece was really important. I agree that like the hair was definitely, the big like tufts of fur were really important. And brain. Tufts of fur were really important. I was mostly just kind of going for there are pieces of armor here. I'm going to negate most of the detail, especially because I was using like a really big chunky brush.
Yeah.
So like there were some things where I was like, these are like front and center. I feel like you need to add some of the baseline stuff there. So like the lines in the knees and on the parts on the thighs, made that there. But for the most part, I was just kind of putting like larger shapes for where like armor would be. I was a little too excited to draw the armor skirt, but I think that was mostly because I'm like, oh, this is a fun contrasting shape compared to all the rest of it. And then I thought about if I wanted to draw his bow and decided I didn't give a shit, and so I drew him with a really big sword because I have like 4 other references that are just sitting on my computer. That I was like, I'm gonna
Cheating.
I didn't have them up, but I looked at them when I was sending them earlier. So I had the like big fuck off sword in my brain already, and so I was like, I'm just gonna do that. Either way, I feel like I accomplished my goal of making him like marketable. This feels like a sticker. It's not quite a charm. It does feel like a sticker. I would put it on my water bottle. I think it's really cute. I can't wait to get further in this game and have this guy kill me a bajillion times before I figure out how to fight him.
Yeah, I love this. I love the little face in the armor. I don't think you meant to do that, but I love it. It looks like a distinguished gentleman with a mustache. I love it.
That's really funny. That was not intentional.
I love that you kept certain details that I omitted, like the little pauldrons on the hips, but you made them small in such a way that they like clearly read as what they are without being too busy. You did a good job like reducing the size of the horns. I think I just need to like study how you proportion props in chibis, because I can proportion a body decently, but like once you add an object of or like complicated clothes, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
I love that shit. I love that shit so much.
Any closing thoughts?
It's such a good time. Not really. Elden Ring, good. I'm excited to play more of it. I'm so glad I came in with the fucking steel chair at the end.
I'm also
good
glad.
exercise for everyone.
Big. It's like you came in with a big fuck off sword.
Yeah.
Vinny, would you like to go next?
Wait, let me send an edit, and then we can get back.
Okay, smile.
Here we go.
I love that oh my gosh, I love how you did his helmet. Look at that face. It's so good.
Dang, it's the part I tried the most.
It shows.
You did a really good job with this, I think.
Hey, this is way too hard. I have no idea how to make this guy look like a chibi. He's kind of like just a miniature, yeah. The part that I most wanted to do was the helmet.
I can tell. I feel like, honestly, I feel like you did a good job with like paring down a lot of it. It is very different from your like kind of elongated like doll-likeness that the other chibis have had, but I feel like you still incorporated that style pretty well, whilst not making this a pain in the ass for yourself. I do think it's fun that you mentioned earlier that what you tend to do is like almost paint on the details. You don't add a lot of form to clothes to your chibis, but I think you managed to do that in a way with this where it's like you gave the right like forms that needed to protrude and gave that sense of like there is something here that extends off of the character, but you do still have kind of that feeling of like almost painted detail.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, if I had a little bit more time, I would try to put more detail in the like the edges of like the pauldrons and the shoes. But I do like just like doing the little. I feel like I don't need to do all the little notches, of the circles and stuff. I feel like this it communicates just enough.
Yeah, I agree. I think you did a
The thing
phenomenal job.
about this guy is that it's more of his build that doesn't really match the way I draw Chibis. He's way too wide. He's so fucking wide. Yeah,
Built like a
he's
fridge.
wide as hell. He's built like a fridge. So what I did was when I finished the chibi, I grabbed my little transform tool and I squished him. There's a... yes, exactly like that. There's a way more elongated version. See, I was sending for comparison, you can tell.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I see that. I see
Yeah,
that.
you sure can.
So you didn't
I squished him.
you kind of like scrunkled each of his parts together so that he was more like stout.
Yeah.
Scrunkled. Yeah.
would look
You
more
know,
like he was-
scrungling. Proper verb.
Yeah.
I did the same thing to Majin Buu. They just gotta be scrunched, man. Yeah, I scrunched him. He's a box. That guy is a what is it called? Quadrado?
Quadrilateral.
What? The box shape? What is it called? Square. that is a square. That man is a square.
I'm sorry for the horrible shriek of laughter I just let out.
It's really good.
I forgot what it was called.
If it helps, quadrilateral is technically correct also.
True.
I mean, quadrado,
Rectangle.
quadrilateral. The creature.
Please.
This turned out really good though.
Yeah, it's excellent.
I interpret his hair kind of like flames.
Yeah, I noticed that. It was really, really good. Ooh, we just got 2 redeems. I'm gonna save my drawing and I'm going to hydrate. Get some water, gang.
Water.
Water.
What the?
Alright, Ruby, ready to go?
Yeah.
I like you hit him with a pan! Which one of these do you want me to use?
Huh? What?
Which one of these do you want me to use? The one with the red hair or the one without?
The tough.
Hmm?
The second one.
Got it. Yippee! He's so stance.
I didn't know what pose to put him in because I was trying to figure out his general like the proportions I had him standing, and I was like, you know what? He's like significantly taller than my other chibis. Let's have him like hitting his head on a ceiling because it's funny.
That's awesome. That's so fucking
That's
funny.
Cute. That's really good.
Oh, the poor thing.
Yeah, poor guy. Sorry, Mr. Don. Anyways, I was like totally bullshitting it on like a lot of the details. To be honest with you, I was like, the like mask, the big fuck off mask thing. I was breaking down to its bare essentials in terms of shapes, just because I wanted to get away with drawing as little of it as possible. To be honest with you.
That's good. That is a good thing to do.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the same for the other shapes. Break them down to some basic ass shapes. And that's just how I got through it.
Best way to do it, honestly.
Yeah, I think you did an
don't
excellent
think
job.
I have much else to say because I'm like half asleep right now, I think, but not like asleep and I've been talking for quite a bit, kind of tired.
Fair.
I
I
get
appreciate
that.
you coming out. I love it. I think that the way that you simplified him into shapes is really good. I think that the idea of him hitting himself on the ceiling is so fucking funny. I love it so much.
It's really good.
Your chibis, like the way that you, I don't know if this is like a weird thing to say, but You have such a specific sense of humor, and the way that you integrate it into your art is so seamless, and I really enjoy it. It's got a lot of personality. I'm like,
Thank you.
I'm like, yes, this is a Ruby joke. This is a joke that my friend Ruby would make, and it brings me joy because you bring me joy. I like it. It's like, it reminds me of like a newspaper strip.
You bring me joy to life.
Aw, yay. Alright, that is all of them. We're free!
We're free!
The torture nexus is over.
We've escaped. With that in mind, I believe we have some chibis from friends that we wanted to take a look at, and then we will close out. I believe stream's a good bit behind us, so I'll be DMing who I know has friends. Everyone here has friends, I imagine. Who I know has chibis. And we've got DMs from Harley. Ah! Oh my god! Oh my fucking god! Oh my god! I'm just gonna make a collage of the ones that Harley did. Shrimp. Harley.
Triple.
Hold on, let me. Cutely waits for a response. Ruffles Ruby and cutely waits for a response. Okay, fantastic.
Starts ruffling you, starts ruffling you, starts ruffling you, starts ruffling you.
Everyone please, God, look at this fucking thing.
Oh my god.
Oh, we're about to watch the biggest canvases be added on.
True.
Oh, he's so little.
Look at this fucking thing.
My baby.
Look at this fucking thing. This is an insect. I am obsessed. I am obsessed with him. I love him. He's so silly looking.
Oh my god. I need to put him in my mouth.
I acquire.
Nom 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 nom.
I believe they also did a second one.
Yeah.
Look at this.
There's like 3 of these.
3 of the bugs.
There's like 3 different ATO bugs.
I like this one feels a little more closely to proportion to like how I do chibis, which I think is very cute with the big feet. I love the eyebrows. I love the eyebrows. He's so cute. I'm just looking at the bug. I'm so endeared to the bug. So endeared to the bug. Ow!
He's so bad.
Ruby.
Yeah.
If you are moving your phone on whatever surface it is on, we are hearing it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just holding it in my hands.
That's okay.
I don't know what happens.
If you can put it down onto a solid surface, maybe?
Okay. I can do that.
Thank you. Sorry, I should have asked you to do that earlier. I wasn't sure what that noise was and I placed it just a second ago. Anyway, continuing on with Harley's, oh, why is it doing that? Look at it, look at it immediately, look at it, fucking look at it.
Look at it.
With the way that she... Sorry, go on.
I'm just gushing.
Reminds me of like a clay craft with the way that it's rendered. It's so cute. The big ol' smile, it's so beautiful. Next up we have Majin Buu. My freaking guy.
Whoa.
Look!
What is he so obsessed with?
He's fighting! That's what he does! This feels...
He's a
Ooh,
pretty
sorry.
cool guy.
True.
He's so cute. God.
This to me is like
You
sprite
should
art.
coming out with a steel chair.
True! This to me has the energy of like a Mother Earthbound enemy battle sprite. I love it. I love it so much.
True. Oh my god.
I love how you rendered the fabric too, like the different kinds of fabric. Very distinct.
Ooh.
The different textures are very slight, but they add a lot. And then everyone please applaud for a that's Majin Buu again. As also Majin Buu again. Copy my image. Wretched Discord. You are so mean to me. do you want beetroot? Do you want fucking beetroot? There we go. Please applaud for a very special unit.
Holy shit.
Look at this guy.
God damn.
The texture does so
Big
much
ass
for
things.
When
this.
are we getting TA Harley?
I would like that to happen so badly. So very badly. I love the face. The obscured face, like the shadow over the face with the visible eyes was such a good call between like you and Luka. Absolutely so freaking good. I love this. And the big ol' like the arms, they kind of look like paws. I'm such a fan. Rounding them off like that was such a good touch. I love it.
It's fuzzy.
It's fuzzy. It's our beloved, our wretched steel chair. And then we also have some from Terra Odyssey. Z Terra Odyssey.
Our friends, eh?
Had to remember how to spell Odyssey for a second there. First one he sent was Majin Buu. Look at that big, beautiful smile.
He's so cute.
He's so freaking cute. Oh gosh, I like this so much. I love how each of us did the hands very differently. And another note on the fabric, where the fabric is so like even without the color, you can tell the differences in each fabric on here because of the way that it folds. I really like it. Oh my god, stream is very behind. It's okay. I smile. I smile weekly.
It's okay.
Holy fucking shit. Category 5 Ruby event.
Crazy noise.
I don't know what happened there. I don't know what I was trying to do.
I'm impressed.
I am also
Thank you.
impressed. He's so cute.
He's so cute. I need to like throw him at the wall.
use your webkins.
Yes, he is my milk webkin.
Oh god, this is Z's bread and butter. I love how fluffy you made him.
When are we
He's
getting
so cute.
TAZ?
I want this to happen. Please be nice to me. This is the second TA stream we've ever done.
I'm sorry. I'm not being demanding. I'm trying to hype my friends up is really what it is.
No, I appreciate you. It's true. Z and Harley are both incredibly capable. I love their work so very much, and I think that they'd have a lot to add if they ever wanted to come on. Door's always open. Smile.
Oh, they got to my noise. Here's Bounty. Do you like Bounty? I like Bounty. I like the Bounty so much. The buck also
teeth
like
is
the
such
Bounty.
a good touch. I'm such a freaking fan. Again, I love the ruffle of the skirt. It's super cute. 1 second, my music exploded once more. My wretched music that hates me terribly.
It's okay, we're almost done.
And then this is the last one that I got. So this will be the last one for the stream, I believe. Then we will call it for the night and we'll send it off with a raid. This freaking guy!
God damn!
He's awesome! He's so cool! I love how soft his face is in comparison to how spiky the rest of him is. Same with like the main. He's so imposing without sacrificing that cuteness. I'm such a fan. I love him terribly. And with that, that is it. That is the end. I hope that you guys had a lovely time. Yeah, it was great having you guys.
I'm very happy. I
I'm
was like
so
super
very
worried
honored.
before I started.
You all did a phenomenal job.
Yeah, you guys did awesome. Thank you. I love you.
I love you all very much. Go get some rest. Both true of my wonderful, wonderful guests who are so tired, and I'm so sorry. And
No,
for
it's okay.
chat.
I am the reason you guys started. I am the reason we started late.
It's okay. It's weird to be this energized at this time of night. I really did siphon away all of your energy. I am the nefarious sorcerer. I'm not sure when it's gonna load the raid because they haven't caught up to present footage yet, so I'm scared.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
I'm scared.
We'll just have to see.
We will
Hope
just.
everyone has a good night.
Yeah, everybody take care. Have a wonderful, wonderful
All
night.
right, chat. Good night.
Good
Arms in the fire.
night.
Take care, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out. Hopefully my bitrate will not hate me tomorrow when we do the Somnium Files. In the meantime, though, bye.
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 Wahoo!
Goodbye, streamers.
I need to go pass out.